to Haven of Horror. We were playing Alan Wake. It was loading. It was thinking about it.
We're back.
We're back,
A
baby.
dinosaur story.
I think
Noah,
we're
have you
almost-
seen that?
We're back. A dinosaur story? I have not.
Oh,
At least
I don't think
I
I've
should
seen
have
it
thought about
either.
that last night.
she knew how to
That's
say
not
so.
like a big, notable movie I need to see, though.
It's great
Right?
though. At least
I
I
don't
remember it
know.
being great.
We could watch it sometimes. I just thought it was funny because last night you were like, "Oh, we should watch like some big movies that you haven't seen yet."
Like, we're back, a dinosaur story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't think of anything, so I was like, neither of you had seen Maggie, so we'll watch Maggie.
We watched Maggie, and then we were all horribly depressed afterwards.
Yeah, that movie's sad as shit.
It is. It's great though.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's maybe like the slowest, least action-packed Arnold movie I've seen.
Or a zombie movie. Like,
I mean, I've seen some zombie movies that kind of, I think, tonally are close to
You're a
that.
fan. Have you been liking The Weeknd? I do enjoy A Weeknd.
I'm not the biggest fan of his work, but I also haven't listened to much of it.
God, you just beat me by 1 second, Robert.
Oh, I forgot there's like a musician.
The Weekend.
From that show, The Idol.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't think I've heard anything he's done.
You probably have. You just don't know it. He's had a lot of like radio hits.
I don't listen to the radio.
But even then, like you probably heard his music in a movie or something.
Yeah, I mean, if I have
Or
heard
an
anything,
ad.
it would have been in like a movie or something.
No, Maggie is a zombie movie. With Arnold Schwarzenegger and Abigail Breslin.
I mean, my headcanon is that Schwarzenegger is just an older version of Homer, and that is Maggie from The Simpsons. Like, it does track.
I like the idea that Homer progressively, as he gets older, he becomes, I guess, more and more of a drunk, where he starts to sound like a big Austrian man.
Robert, I couldn't remember, what was it you wanted to do after we finished both Alan Wake games?
Yes.
That's
We were
very,
talking-
We were talking about finishing Resident Evil 2.
that was
that
after
was an
Doom.
Barry! Sheriff Baker! Sarah!
The
That's
You,
after
you
Doom.
wanted to do something specifically after we finished Alan Wake, and I can't remember if it was a review, a commentary, or a game, another game.
Oh, you know what it was? Maybe we were talking about finally, on a Sunday, doing like a tier list or ranking live stream or something.
We need to get back to
Oh,
the
okay.
Arkham games. I don't know if I want to do regular shows on that Gotham channel again, but I wouldn't mind playing some more Arkham.
I remember I thought we talked about like at least doing game streams somewhat regularly for Gotham.
Yeah, we
Um,
were
Back to the
talking about
Arkham
that,
games.
yeah, we were talking about that before we decided on Alan Wake. But I would like to
Okay.
get back to some Batman game.
And I'm totally down for that if you guys are after we finish Alan Wake.
Yeah, we can switch because Robert and I do games normally on Thursdays.
Okay.
Oh god.
What kind of ranking did you have in mind?
The
We're gonna
final
rank
girl
all
was
of the
sweet.
Jasons.
Oh,
Oh, there's like 50 Friday the 13th rankings you can do. I
God.
suggested ranking every sleeping bag kill. That's the one.
Yeah,
I
all
did.
like 5 of them.
Yeah,
a whole 3-hour stream about that.
yeah.
I guess we could rank the monologues that you guys praise so much
Well,
in the
that's
franchise.
That's a 24-hour stream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd be there all day. We all
My
know what the
favorite
winner
monologue.
would be.
Is it the one in part 3 where the girl talks about her experience with Jason.
No,
That
it's,
that really
Oh.
awkward scene.
That's
It's
an
part-
uncomfortable monologue.
Yeah, no, it is in part 3 though. It's when not Chong runs down the stairs and goes, "They're dead. They're all
Shelley's
dead."
She goes, Shelly's dead. My favorite monologue in that movie is when she puts a joint roach in the screen. That's a really compelling monologue.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one video though we've been talking about for like forever is each of us doing our like top 10 favorite final girls.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
pictures.
Okay.
We've been talking about that for months.
That maybe we'll do that before we jump into Arkham because I would like to get that. And that's
Yeah,
going to
that'd
require
just be
some
like a long
research.
stream.
'Cause I can only think of maybe 5 off the top of my head, but that looked like it's an off the top of my head.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to a top 10. I guess we'll see, though.
I mean, if we want to
Come
just do 5.
on, what are you doing, Noah?
You guys have seen more slashers than I have.
Is that true at this point, though?
Yes. I've seen more than
I've seen a lot of slashes, dude.
I've
That's
seen
true,
more
I've seen a
than
lot of slashers.
I've seen more than I had, before doing this channel with you guys, but still, I'm behind.
Noah, we gotta show you some more slashers.
Like I didn't even watch My Bloody Valentine until this year.
Anime fan, I was rewatching John and Kev's Smallville Season 2 commentary. Stream. Oh, thank you. That might be the one where I
Yeah.
did fall asleep for like a second. That
Oh,
was when we were still doing straight 24 hours.
I bet you're glad you decided to not do
God,
that anymore.
I was so happy when he's like, "Yeah, I don't think I can do like straight 24 hours anymore."
That was less of a decision and more of a Cap almost dying and
That's true.
Yeah, because I was like, because he was like, "Yeah, let's take a break," and then I come back and just like the stream is all over. I was like,
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
heard that he got really sick.
yeah.
Are you gonna be joining him for an 89 commentary in the future?
He asks.
It'll be like part 72. it'll
Yeah.
be way near the
He'll do like a 24-hour marathon of just 89,
Oh God.
and you'll have to join him, John.
No. I don't have enough to say for one commentary, let alone 700 of them.
Yeah, but at least it's 89 and not Returns.
At least with Returns, I can complain about how bad it is.
I just figured it's a movie you like slightly more.
I mean, it is, yeah. It's just the problem is like, it's just kind of nothing.
For sure, for sure. I mean, you're wrong, but
I mean,
I'm with the anime fan. We should do a 5-day stream on Gotham City Bulletin.
he's talking about
are you?
For Gotham, the TV show.
Oh, even better.
Would that be us doing that on
Yeah,
Gotham
you and-
on our Gotham channel?
Yeah, you and Robert can do that. I'll watch and live.
Why are you weaseling out of this?
Because fuck you.
Yeah, well, he was
Okay, that's a good enough reason. No, but I mean, Cap probably has to cover Gotham somewhat in a similar way as to what he's doing with Smallville at some point.
There's a few shows that we've talked about. Like we really want to do Buffy. We really want to do Power Rangers.
Okay, Wake. There's a button over there.
I don't think either of us wants to do Gotham, but we probably will.
I think something's
You should
broken.
probably
Hold the
do
button down so we
Buffy
can get
just
in.
because that seems like something you'd both would want to do
Yeah.
instead of Gotham.
Robert, we have to make Noah watch Turbo, a Power Rangers movie.
That's true. I mean, you should watch the original first for context.
Every time I hear the title of that movie, I just think of the DreamWorks movie Turbo about the snail.
You're the only person who's ever said that in this
In their
history of
entire
ever.
life, the entire history of movies.
I mean, I know the movie you're talking about, but when I
Yeah.
hear it, I just think of Jingle All the Way.
A trouble man.
Double time.
Because
It's trouble time.
Noah, when we watch Turbo, a Power Rangers movie, you'll get to meet Robert's favorite Power Ranger.
Who's Robert's favorite Power Ranger?
Justin.
Not
the Blue.
Justin.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
god.
No, he's like, I really like that this like 8-year-old becomes a Power Ranger. It's cool.
Should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
That's a little odd that Robert has such a strong opinion on an 8-year-old becoming a Power Ranger, but okay, you do you, man. Like, I don't know, it's just it's the movie for babies, right?
Fuck you.
Oh, no, I Turbo I'm more iffy on it because like that movie does suck. But I will make you.
No,
watch
he
it.
has to watch.
Okay, fine.
Why, you just
have
want me
watch
to
Turbo.
suffer?
Robert's like, I had to sit through that fucking movie, so do you.
Well,
God.
Robert's the masochist that wants to watch Space Jam 2 with us for some reason.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, and you don't need to drag us down with you if you want to torture yourself so bad.
Well, maybe I just wanted to hang out with my friends, and you guys
Oh.
just told me to get fucked.
Say shit. Stop throwing me in. Anyway,
And John, you don't want to watch that again.
I am not saying anything. But no, we gotta make you watch the Power Rangers. We gotta watch
Oh, God.
2017.
I'll watch Power Rangers the movie with you.
Well, you gotta watch Turbo too, or Robert will get upset.
No, I'll watch the one with Ivan Ooze.
I don't want to watch Turbo 2. Turbo 1 was enough.
No, Robert, I'm saying that Noah has to watch Turbo as well, or you'll get upset. Because
Yes.
you need him to see your favorite Power Ranger, Justin.
Ugh. I don't like these lies. Justin is maybe the worst character in any movie ever. It's
No,
like
it's really funny. I've never heard anybody wish death on an 8-year-old before.
well, it's fine when it's justified.
You don't understand. He was an annoying 8-year-old.
Phantom Menace Anakin has nothing like Justin.
Oh, that's the basic take to be like, oh, Anakin ruined Phantom Menace.
That's not what I said.
Nah. No, I know. I'm saying that that's the opinion that most people have. But you're being the
Anakin
contrarian right now.
This is not that was never that bad.
It's an interesting picture.
People just had preconceived notions of what Anakin would be when they finally got to see it on screen. And it wasn't that.
I mean, I partially agree. I also still think that Jake Lloyd was miscast.
Horribly
No disrespect to the
miscast.
guy. I don't.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not the
I'm not
kid's fault.
condoning any bullshit.
It's not his fault. It's just
damn
he was
it.
miscast.
Hey, Robert,
No,
try spinning. That's a neat trick.
Yay, that's the line.
Yeah, that's the line.
Anime
Alright.
fan doesn't tend to watch Cap's Power Ranger reviews because he doesn't know Power Ranger. It's all on YouTube, buddy. I think you'd like it just from what you told me of your taste.
Yeah, just watch the first movie. That is a genuinely good. Just kind of dip your toe in it.
Yeah.
See what you think. And
Hey, Noah, have you
It's a
seen
full
any
package.
morphological beings around here?
I'm always encountering morphological beings in my day-to-day life.
whoa.
Morphological.
No, that's my favorite part of the beginning of the Power Rangers movies. They just wander under this like random security guard, and Kimberson's like, "Have you seen any morphological beings around here?"
That sounds like something a Ninja Turtle would say. Here we go. Oh, that makes sense.
This reminds me of Star Trek 4 when Chekhov's like, where are the nuclear vessels?
Whistles.
I was ridiculously outnumbered.
Yeah, but Power Rangers is better than Star Trek.
John, you're not gonna convince me to be a Power Rangers fan by crapping on the stuff I like.
No, in all seriousness, I think you would like In Space.
In space. I mean, Power Rangers is probably better than Star Trek Discovery.
I mean, that's not
Well,
even a
Discovery,
question.
yeah. I'll take your word for it.
Ah,
I haven't seen either, so I'm just throwing that out there. Like, I don't know.
Hayden was telling me the other day that Boom is finally adapting like those other Power Ranger ripoffs. I think Beetleborgs is getting a book. It was either Beetleborgs or VR Troopers. I'm really excited.
There should be a new VR Troopers VR game for the
I would
MetaQuest.
just like them to do anything with that property. Like all those Power Ranger ripoffs have kind of been forgotten in time. And
As was Ozymandias.
there's so much potential there.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. I searched my
I was outnumbered. They came after me, attacking me.
I was getting the shit kicked out of me.
Oh, fuck.
Ow, that hurt. Oh yeah, use the big light.
It's you gotta hit Scarecrow with the bat signal, John.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You need to use the middle stick to dodge. What are you doing?
Come on.
As cool as this game is, I am getting a little tired of seeing Alan Wake just shine flashlights on people and shoot them.
I'm getting a little tired of seeing him die. That was just me.
That too. John, give me the controller.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoa!
Whoa, here we go. I'm playing now.
That's why it's still paused.
John throws it off camera, it hits Snow in the head. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ah.
No, I think this would be a season of Power Rangers. The In Space season would be the one that you could get into most because it's got that sci-fi.
Okay.
I don't want to say Star Trek, but you know,
Yeah.
they're on a spaceship in outer space. It's a great theme song.
I was ridiculously outnumbered.
They're really making me sit through a 30-second ad to watch this Power Rangers theme.
Hey, you know how you
Yeah.
stop that? Pay for YouTube.
All right, here we go.
Oh. Ow.
That really hurt.
Yeah, wrong one.
Oh, so today I saw Novocaine in theaters.
Oh.
It was cool. It was a really fun time.
I heard it's pretty good.
As a kid,
Yeah.
I thought Power Rangers didn't look cool, so I avoided it, even though I watched just about any other supers at the time. And Buffy is another show that I haven't seen, but I was like still watching it. You do you.
Buffy's cool. We need
No,
to
when
finish
are we
it.
starting our Power Rangers channel?
Why would you start that with me specifically?
Because I'm the guy that's seen Power Rangers. You're the guy that hasn't. Formula for success.
Yeah,
Let's go faster.
must go faster. But no, I mean, Novocaine was a good movie.
Yeah, is it what's his name? Jack Quaid.
Jack Quaid.
Jack
He's
Quaid.
having a good year so far already.
He's having a good year between this and Companion, which was pretty good. I didn't love Companion, but you know, it was a good
I
movie.
didn't love Companion, but it's by default my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, we've had a lot of pretty good sounding movies this year, but nothing like that amazing yet. Which, I mean, we're in like the same lull period we were, you know, like early spring last year, where theaters were just dead. It's like, yeah, there's nothing that big out. You know,
Yeah,
some present
like The
kicked in yet.
Wolfman sucked, Hard Eyes sucked.
I don't know, I liked Hard Eyes. Oh, what's wrong with this guy?
Barry.
Run, Barry, run.
And
Barry
I
was
have
running
planned
into
to
the
have all
wall.
cha-
We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many
This will
You're really
be
killing the vibe, man.
this will be a fun game for the chat. Just throw out a suggestion for what our next channel should be, and we'll consider making it.
based on their make and model.
We could do a Naruto channel. Watch through all that.
I'm sure all three of us are big Naruto fans.
I like the first half of Naruto.
I wasn't sure if any of us had actually seen it.
Oh yeah, I was a huge Naruto fan there for a while.
Oh, there you
I liked it when I was a kid.
go. Okay.
When you
no,
get to
never mind.
Naruto Shippuden, it kind of falls off.
33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't
So
want
I
to
just
find
haven't
out
seen
I'll
it.
have to change them because it's very late.
Shocking.
And if you take it, I won't have to do this anymore.
The page was autobiographical.
Anime fan, at least the new Star Trek film
But I
and
didn't
Captain
like
America
this.
film
It
are
was a
good.
page
I
written
will
by
take your
Thomas
word for
Zane.
it.
None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Oh yeah, that's section
Anime fan
31.
wants us to make a code
Sleep to the bitter
that
end.
anime that he likes.
Oh, yes.
When he did sleep,
Yeah.
he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind.
If we're gonna make an anime channel, we'd probably just do like an anime channel, not like dedicated to one
Yeah.
specific
She
show.
called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would
That'd be my
drive
excuse to make you
away.
heathens finally watch
To
Dragon
relieve
Ball, which is
tower
the actual
with all
greatest show
possible
ever.
power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father.
Eh.
Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind.
Wah.
With the clicker firmly in his hand.
What I've seen of Dragon Ball is
Spinning.
not better than
Now,
Cowboy Bebop
years later,
or Death
Alan
Note.
thought of this. As he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand, he took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind
Did his voice
failed.
just turn into
I
Troy
had to get
Baker?
rid
What's
of
happening?
Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Oh no, they're gonna be locked
They
in
were
the
locked in there
safe.
forever.
It's gonna be that Family Guy episode where Brian and Stewie are locked in the safe.
Girl.
It's this music.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron.
The clicker from The Last of Us.
He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this.
We will finish this tonight.
This is the final chapter, right?
It should be, yeah. And we'll
I
have
mean,
the
so it's
DLC,
Friday
but I don't know
4.
if the. But I don't know if the
And-
DLC is like story relevant. I haven't played it.
I woke up from a dream.
I had
It was a
hangover.
bad dream.
My head was about to explode, and the
No.
light was in my eyes. And painkillers for pain.
I didn't mean to predict the game.
Finer moments of self-deception. I swore to quit drinking.
No, like I think this is a really cool story. It is
Sunglasses
unfortunate
made
how
the
sometimes
world
you
look
can predict
bearable.
what's gonna happen.
Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun.
I like this waking up from a hangover simulator.
That was the original title of the game.
The
You didn't
pills
even
worked
open a
fast.
bottle.
The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again. There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
You have one new message.
Ow! Are you still asleep? Wakey,
Before, but it is kind of funny some of the things the voiceover has to narrate.
If Alice was the commander recorded, that she
There was a message on my answering machine. Listen.
I took a step outside my room. I took another step.
And another.
And another.
Not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show.
Oh, and now we gotta watch TV.
Couldn't find the remote. I had to turn on the TV the old-fashioned way.
I had to look under the couch cushions. Maybe it was under there.
The show was supposed to be waiting for me on our TiVo.
I saw the TV glow.
That was a good movie.
Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author
Colin Farrell?
I was just about to say that.
You'll buy it. No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here.
No, that is the actual face capture guy that for Alan.
I'm a busy guy.
Oh.
But this one, I actually read from cover to cover.
Is that the same guy that does him in the second game?
Wow, thanks.
Yeah.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures,
It's weird just because he looks more like John Wick in that one.
But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey.
They killed my dog.
Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey?
I was very
What are you
angry.
thinking, man?
And I'm thinking I'm back.
No, seriously though, 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard. Always thinking of
Are we
yourself.
doing a misery?
Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy.
They're wearing
At
the
first
Stephen
was
King
lovely.
influences on their sleeves.
Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations.
The Daredevil
That's
villain?
Great to hear. So, how's
The
publishing
band?
tour been treating you?
Good? Great. I gotta say, I'm
Help
glad to be back home
me.
in New York.
Well, you
And
certainly
it's interesting too because they
It's
do
on for
this
Arkham
again
Knight.
in the second one with this talk show format.
Oh, yeah.
got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You're really
You're
hyping up
famous
the
for that
second game.
temper.
It better be good.
Well,
My favorite game of
also write
2023.
several books.
Well, your latest
Oh,
novel
this is
called
as
The
awkwardly
Sudden
written as
Stop,
real talk
and it's
shows.
in bookstores now. Go get it. That means
At least this guy isn't forcing laughter like Jimmy Fallon.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have.
Yeah, there
for
was a little bit of
tonight.
that.
I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake.
Not as bad as that.
Kevin Bacon?
That guy, that is the head of the game development studio.
At least
Oh.
I've been funny. I told myself I could
I've
live
fallen on the inside and all
I didn't
the.
say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy.
Whoa.
Wanna
So-
do something?
Are you going to start
So
with me
weird.
about drinking now?
You know what? Go back to sleep, Alan.
Alan, you're being a dick.
What?
You're being a
You gonna talk
perv.
to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet.
I do like that Alan isn't like picture perfect. Like he is kind of an asshole.
Somehow, the clicker was...
But he's
Yeah.
never unsympathetic.
I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice.
Yeah, I like it when they make the main character complex a little bit morally gray.
I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
You're not Alan Wake. We are Alan Wake. We're a team, Alan.
Good luck, Al.
Don't shine that light in my face, Barry.
My eyes
How do you
hurt.
guys feel about Barry, by the way?
He's kind of
He's a
goofy.
guy.
He's a goofy guy.
When I got out,
He's the most relatable character.
I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to
Alan, you didn't make it become daylight with that clicker.
That's where I was headed.
Bum, bum,
Bum,
bum,
bum, bum, bum.
Remember The Shining?
Anime fan says a Frozen channel would be cool. I see what he did there.
That channel would die in like 2 minutes. We'd cover both movies and then have nothing to do.
I'm sure there are Frozen comics or like animated shorts.
Yeah, there's a few of those. We could just do a weekly live stream just counting down the days to the Frozen 3. And then
just
Frozen
watch
4, and then
we
live
do
action
Frozen comment. We do a Frozen commentary every day until Frozen 3.
Hell yeah.
Or what we could do.
Which one of us cracks first?
What we could do is, I don't know if you guys have seen any of these types of podcasts where they'll like do a full movie analysis that's just like where one episode is about a minute in the movie.
I've
Like-
never seen that. What?
Yeah, there's one for BVS where they just like spend an hour talking about 1 minute in the movie, and then the
That's
next
am-
episode will be the next minute.
That is insane.
It is insane.
Oh god.
We should do that for Frozen.
Yeah. Anime, I'm assuming we aren't talking about The Flash. No, we're talking about Alan's sidekick.
Touch me. There was a link between us. Always would be.
Oh yeah, that Barry.
Feel its presence again, getting closer.
Run, Barry, run. Noah, my mom, I told Robert this, but my mom has started watching The Flash show.
Oh, yeah?
I rewatched the pilot with her. It's not bad. It's a shame that show goes off the rails, but it's a decent pilot.
Well, I've heard season 1's pretty solid.
Season 1 is a pretty solid
the
season
best
of television.
And then it goes downhill fast. Yeah.
Immediately, season 2 is a downgrade, and it just keeps getting worse.
And I also hear the same about Arrow, but every time I try to watch that show, I get bored really quickly in season 1.
So Arrow lasts a little bit longer, at least for me personally. I like the first 2 seasons, but I will say season 1 I think takes a few episodes to get going.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I think season 2 is good all the way through. I know Cap disagrees, and then after that it's just a dumpster fire.
with Arrow, I've had the same thing that I have with the X-Files. Not for no. So not to
So
say
you're
anything about the
saying that
quality of the
Arrow is the
X-Files.
same quality as
No,
the
no, 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 no,
X-Files?
no, 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 no.
No,
So
it's on
just
film. It's on camera.
no, 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 no. So with both of those shows, I have started them 2 times, and for both of them, I've only made it through the pilot and then just lost interest and stopped watching.
Yeah, because
I need to get back and try the X. Well, no, I need to get back and try the X-Files again. That
Next
wasn't
time
so
I'm
much
on a
with...
live stream with Cap, I'm gonna tell him that you said that the X-Files
No,
is of the same quality as Arrow.
don't misrepresent me. No, I don't know what it was with the X-Files. I just... I don't know. Either I wasn't feeling it, or I just was like, I don't feel like going through a whole show at this point right now.
No, in all seriousness, I have started that show like 3 times. Oh God.
Yeah, I've seen the
like,
pilot
it's really good.
twice.
I just like it's
Yeah, and I've had
It's
this
also...
with some other shows. Like years ago, I watched the pilot for The Sopranos and then didn't watch the rest of the show. But then
well, to be
I
fair,
went
that
back
show
and... But then I went back and watched the entire thing, and I love that show.
Well, and to be fair, with shows like the X-Files, like, I'm sure it does take a few episodes to get going. Like, that's not...
Yeah.
You know, when you have something more episodic like that.
But I remember enjoying the pilot, so I don't know.
No, what's interesting about X-Files is, at least at the time, my understanding, for a long time, David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson couldn't stand each other.
Oh, yeah?
But they're still really good on screen together.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed.
Sometimes that helps.
They came back to the revival, so probably fine.
Yeah. No, I
sometimes
know
that
they're good
helps
now
if,
because I've seen them in like cons and stuff.
And if the characters are kind of bickering with each other a lot, like that might actually help a little. But
yeah.
It's not like Castle when you're in the later seasons and they're supposed to be married, but the actors hate each other.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, so on the show Castle with Nathan Fillion, by the time you get to the end of it, the two leads are married because it's, you know, the World War I thing.
Yeah.
The only problem is that Nathan Fillion and Stanley Kotick couldn't stand to be around each other.
Funny.
They should have leaned into it. Like, season 8 should have been the divorce season.
Oh,
where
God.
it's just them arguing with each other the whole time. Would have been authentic. Oh, God.
That would have been terrible.
How many seasons did Castle go on for?
It was 7 or 8. Yeah.
That's more than I expected. Wow.
That is an 8-season show that needed to be like 5 at the most. Because they wrap up the whole will they won't they by season 5, and then the big like mystery of the whole show, like what happened to Kate's parents, or her mom anyway, is wrapped up in season 6, and then it just kind of flounders about, and they try to think up like new season arcs. Like Castle gets recruited by the fucking CIA and shit.
Oh. That was the first thing I ever saw Nathan Fillion into, because my parents watched a little bit of that show in the early seasons.
Me too, probably.
Yeah. And I remember liking what I saw of it.
I really like Castle like in its prime. It's a fun little show.
And then I went back and watched Firefly, which is peak.
Mid.
It's a good show.
No.
It's probably the best thing we did separate.
Certainly. Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God.
Okay. Jesus. Oh. Holy Jesus. Goddamn. Holy Jesus. Jumping Christmas shit.
I hate this part.
That was a really good rendition of that monologue, Robert.
Thank you. I put my own spin on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit faster
paced.
paced.
The performance. Faster, more intense.
More intense. Yeah, Lucas would appreciate that.
Well, that barrel's freaking out.
What the hell?
No, anime fan. It's not about the Punisher. It's
But he does
a
eat at White Castle.
Yeah.
God
he
damn
goes
it.
He goes there with Harold and Kumar.
We should just start a channel about like procedural shows. There's
you want me to
infinite
watch
amounts of content.
You want me to get bored real fast?
Well, we got to do a channel for each. We'll do a Law and Order channel and a CSI channel.
Oh, you could do a Law and Order channel. That's a whole shared universe.
We've done that before. So many episodes.
No, my parents are big into the Law and Order television universe. They watch every episode that comes out of every show.
They've seen one episode, so they've seen them all. What? The game just said, no, fuck you.
No, fuck you. So there's that one Law and Order show, Criminal Intent, which I've seen clips from, and it looks kind of interesting because it delves more into, like, I don't know, a little bit, like, it seems a little bit more morally gray and not as, like, formulaic as some of the other shows, but that one has Vincent D'Onofrio in it.
Do you know who replaces him?
Is it Goldblum?
It is Jeff Goldblum. I was telling Robert about this. So I remember seeing advertisements for that. I was like, that's so weird. Why did they get Jeff Goldblum of all people for this?
Yeah. It's the
What
one
the fuck?
big actor in that in that franchise.
Well, John and I were talking about like all those shows a week or two ago, and like and the ones that just won't stop. Oh, we were also talking about like the 911 show that had the bee tornado.
Oh, so that's what that was, okay. Because I saw you sent that picture, and I was like, what the hell is that?
I've never even heard of that show before, but then I started seeing ads for the bee tornado. I was like, what is this?
I think that's the same producer as Law and Order as well, right? Dick
All of
Wolf.
his shows.
They're all connected somehow.
Because he has
Dick
a whole
Wolf.
other like TV universe on NBC, but it takes place in Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago PD. When those cross over with Law and Order, so that's all in the same universe.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't Chicago get destroyed by the Transformers?
No.
Yes.
In that movie?
But but with Law and Order Criminal Intent, my mom likes that show, and she's a big fan of D'Onofrio in that show. So I've debated like showing her a little bit of Daredevil, but she doesn't like really violent things, so I'm like, no. But like, you know, D'Onofrio's amazing as Kingpin, so I don't know. I don't know how she'd feel about that. But no, we should totally do the. We need to do like a Dick Wolf television universe channel.
Yeah. I think it's
Give it to Dick.
Oh God. Move.
Dick time.
Alan,
Yeah,
I need you to be able to
it's
move
Dick
for more
time.
than 5 seconds without getting tired.
Dick's picks.
The other thing about that though too is there's a character in, I think it's SVU, that's also in this other show called Homicide: Life on the Streets, which is one of the first things from the creator of The Wire.
Is it the same character or just the same actor?
It's the same actor playing the same character. I think it's Munch, the guy with the sunglasses.
Is it sad that I know who that is?
No, it's not, because I know who that is too.
I've seen quite a bit of Law and Order SVU. Oh,
No,
God.
I have too. I have too because of my parents. But
Ice-T was always my favorite character on that show because he doesn't give a shit.
The gay monologue is probably the best thing ever written.
I have relationships with women and sex with men. I got news for you. That means you're gay.
No, I didn't know you had
The
sex
music
with
is like
men.
really emotional.
No, I'm quoting a show, but not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right. John,
Oh God!
why you gotta
I
be a
didn't
bigot?
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it.
The
I just
tone
no
of
one
your
never,
voice implied
no
that.
one's never mentioned anything. I'm very proud of him for coming out of the closet.
Yeah, man. Oh, but the thing about Munch though is that he's in that show Homicide: Life on the Street, which is from the Wire creator. But then he also has a cameo, I think, in the last season of The Wire. So if you count all of that, The Wire is also in the Law and Order universe.
Sounds about right.
Well, it's funnier with those shows when you look into like character actors or people who have like bit roles. Like, oh, hey, this actor was in an episode of that. What we'll often find is they're in all of those shows, but of course, always as a different character.
Yeah,
There's like a multiverse of people who appear in those shows, but it's different characters.
Well, yeah, and in Law and Order, there's multiple actors that come back as like guest roles and play different characters. Like on one episode, they'll be, I don't know, like the judge, and then another episode they'll be like the criminal.
Anime, I've considered watching Daredevil, but they look too self-serious for my taste. I mean, if you don't want a serious like character study, yeah, you're not gonna like it.
If you don't like people in a room talking about what it means to be a hero, you're not gonna like Daredevil.
Daredevil's peak.
It is peak.
No, I mean, Robert and I were talking about that. I think season 1 is still like the best season of superhero television.
I think it is.
It's that or the Penguin, and I know the Penguin just came out, but I love it.
For God's
It's so...
fucking sakes!
Yeah, that's the problem when you discuss superhero as a genre. It's just too broad, where it's like you almost don't want to count something like the Penguin, which is such a different thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
because that's just closer
let me
to.
rebrand it. Daredevil is the best season of live-action comic book television. Easy, fixed it. You're welcome.
Now we're
I
right
mean,
back where we
you.
started.
Yeah, you might be right. It might not be as good technically, but I still say season 3 is it's right up
Season
there
3
with
is like
season
right
1.
below season 1. Season 1 is just
I like it just as much though.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that 3 does have over 1 is, and this isn't an issue with 1 at all, but 3 does have a better finale.
Yeah.
I think it has a stronger finale. I hate you. Like the 1 finale, like it's good, like it's serviceable, you know, it's quality. The 3 finale is fantastic.
The 3 finale is probably some of Charlie Cox's best acting in that role.
Yep.
Although I will say, I think I've come to put that Punisher scene with him and Frank in Born Again up there. That might be some of his best acting in the role.
It's a really good scene.
Yeah, it's the best scene in the show so far.
It's that or the diner.
Diner's a close second, but I really like that Punisher scene.
I like when he finally like slips and starts yelling at Frank.
Yeah, that whole, even when he's not yelling, like that when it cuts back to him and he's like
Obviously,
barely
like,
holding it
struggling.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's, and I'm so happy to see, you know, Bernthal back. He's great as always too.
I had to get the gate.
It's great, and it's also a reshoot scene, and you can tell.
Well, because he's there.
Yeah.
Initially, he turned down coming back.
Yep. And because I always thought he was going to be back, and you know, before the show was overhauled, and I guess that was the plan, but like you said, he just turned it down because he thought what they were doing sucks.
I really want to know what they were going to do with the Punisher cops if he won.
I I think the original plan was he was going to be allied with them and more of a villain.
Which is terrible.
Which would have sucked.
That would have pissed me off.
I don't know though, because I always heard that story reported on as a story where the Punisher hunts down cops using his symbol. But I don't know. Maybe it was just poorly handled at first, and maybe Bernthal just liked the way they handled it more in the overhaul.
Even then,
why they
if it
can't
was
get their shit together.
I don't know. But even though, if it was just him hunting down cops using his symbol, it's like, I don't know, that still feels too villainous. They have to, like, really be outwardly corrupt and evil. Yeah, but I don't know. Just as a pitch, I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. I don't know about that.
I've never had a problem with the idea, by the way. It's actually a story I've been looking forward to see play out in this season, just because part of the appeal of Punisher for me is seeing him go after bad people. So it's like, yeah,
right.
Okay.
Wait,
well,
you
I
like to
want
see a
that.
vigilante do vigilante things?
Exactly.
I had to get the container out of my way. There had to be a way to power up the container lift.
Gotta be a way
There's got to be a way to play the game
of life.
Yeah, I just hope they don't drop the ball with it though, because that's a plot line that you need to handle well.
Yeah, I'm already kind of sick of it. I'm like, can we just wrap this up already?
Oh, interesting. Because I don't know. It never really.
Yeah, I have the opposite.
Really
I feel like we
shifted
haven't
into
done
gear.
anything with it.
Yeah. I'm just waiting to see how it goes.
Yeah,
That's
like
fair.
it's gotten an episode and maybe 20 minutes of the last episode.
We've spent so much time teasing it. We've never really
Right.
done anything with it yet.
Maybe that's what I'm exhausted of. Where it's like, can we just get out of the way
Just
already?
get to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I
You're just
definitely
like,
had
rip
that
the
while watching
bandage off.
episode 3 where it was like, or episode 4. I was like, what are we doing? What does this have to do with anything?
And
Oh
then
my god, it's another tractor.
Yeah, and like Muse looks cool, but why are we doing that now? Like that came out of nowhere. It's just like, oh, is that the next episode? Okay. It had nothing to do with the other stuff going.
Robert, the Penguin did it. So
We're also about halfway through the season, right? Like, it feels like nothing's really happened.
Yeah, because it's a 9-episode. The pacing, I think, is going to be a problem because you've taken a script that was meant to be 18 episodes and cut it down in half.
Well, that's not. No, it's more like they just reworked the first half of that season. So I don't know. We'll see.
Oh god.
They've even said season 2, which they just started filming. They're like, yeah, it's more of a look at it as like a part 2 to this season. It's not going to be a completely new thing. So I don't know.
Well, Doc designers, I just wish we would have just given him his comic book costume. I don't know why we have to keep that Netflix aesthetic.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I did.
At least his eyes don't look weird like it does at the end of season 1.
Yeah. Well, and even that was tweaked a little at the start of season 2, and then he got a completely new mask later. So it's like always gotten a little better.
Yeah.
Over time, in my opinion.
I think the season 2 costume's pretty good. I don't really have a problem with that aesthetic for Daredevil.
Yo, what's up, Jake?
Hey, Jake.
I think I'd like it more if they just give him the goddamn symbol. I don't know why.
Yeah, just put it on there.
It's been this long and we still don't have it.
Well, maybe by season 2 we'll have a more comic booky suit. Because some of the other characters have more comic booky suits in this show.
Well, what we'll find out is
yeah,
that
Bullseye finally got a suit.
Oh well, his suit sucks, but
Yeah,
what
but I
we're gonna
mean,
find-
you know, we're getting there slowly. We went from him just using Daredevil suit to him finally getting a suit.
But White Tiger doesn't have like that tactical armor type thing.
Yeah.
They could probably do something with that with Daredevil.
What we're gonna find out is that the 3 seasons of the Netflix show, The Defenders, and 2 seasons of Board Again were just the full origin stretched out. And then by season 3, he'll really be Daredevil, and that's when he'll get the logo. That's what.
I mean, the Netflix Daredevil and Punisher have retired more times than they've actually been those characters.
That is correct.
Although I don't know if Frank is actually retired because
I don't know what he's doing.
Matt makes it sound like he's still active.
I don't know.
He also seems to stumble upon his hideout real easily.
That's fine.
Does he know he's always? I'm missing so much context for that. Like, does he know Frank's back in New York? Is this just his first time going to see him? Like, it's so awkward.
By the way, this was a while ago, but Anime Fan in the chat said that he stopped watching Penguin at a certain point. I'm just curious, what point was that?
God.
No. I'm cool with starting a Frozen channel if it means we can include stuff like Suburban Commando.
Oh, so it's not a channel about just the movie Frozen, it's just about being frozen.
Oh, I was like, wait, what's the connection there?
I was frozen today.
Oh, so we can talk about the horror movie Frozen. You know,
Yeah.
the ski lift movie.
Yeah.
The Skeeler.
That's from Adam Green, director of Hatchet.
Yeah, the Hatchet movies are peak.
We can talk about. I guess we can talk about Ice Age because there's things that are frozen in that.
We can talk about Batman and Robin.
Yeah, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
The Ice Age.
I take his word for it.
Hey, Noah, what if you replaced Arnold in Batman and Robin with Arnold from Maggie, and he's just that was the villain?
It'd just be fucking sad.
That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Batman, I have to save my daughter.
Please, Batman, I need to save my daughter.
She's turning into a zombie.
She's going to turn any moment.
And then on the flip side, Mr. Freeze is in Maggie.
Go on, sing louder. I'm dying, Dad. Sing. Yeah, Anime Fan, we're gonna have to agree to disagree there. That Sophia episode was great. And Peyton's in it. Like, he's still in the episode, but it's important character development for Sophia. It's really good stuff. Sean, why are we playing games where birds keep attacking us?
Oh, no.
No, that's the best episode of the season, in my opinion.
It is. No, that's one of my favorite hours of, like, Batman stories of all time.
That Sophia story, like, it's just so tragic.
Jake, you need to watch The Penguin. Yeah, boss.
Sophia herself is, like, close to being my favorite character in that show, other than
She's
Penguin.
awesome.
Come on,
She's
what
like
are you
a close
showing me?
second.
Wait, what?
Yeah, every time these birds attack you, it just makes me think of that scene in Lord of the Rings where the birds are spying on them.
But no, okay. Serious question about Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Why didn't they just have the eagles fly them to the
Uh,
mountain?
because there wouldn't be a story.
And how the Batman and the Penguin threw Carmine under the bus by making him one-dimensional evil rather than the tragic family man that he is. I mean,
That's not always the case. Like, in Long Halloween, like, that is probably his most tragic, sympathetic portrayal, but he's still a bad guy.
yeah,
And
killer's
usually
a killer,
outside
bro.
of that. Yeah, and usually outside of that, he's, like in year one, you know, he's pretty evil. They just lean into that, this version.
Pretty much every version of Carmine that I can think of has him as just the one-dimensionally evil character, except for Long Halloween. Well, I guess he's a little bit sympathetic in Gotham in that show,
Your favorite.
from what I remember. And I can't remember too much about it.
And yeah, anyway, I wouldn't say they throw him under the bus. Like, he's still a bad guy in the comics.
I'm really upset that they threw this criminal under the bus, Robert. Um, the Reeves verse version of Carmine is probably one of the most like sociopathic versions, yeah, of that character I can think of.
Which is fine. And which you could also say about, like, you know, the Joker or like any villain, you know. There are lots of different takes.
And Batman himself.
That's true.
There's room for any interpretation. Characters had such a long history, you know. Oh my god, it's a
whoa.
truck.
It's raining trucks.
Hallelujah.
Ah! Hit the dogs button.
I'm still open to more channel suggestions in the chat. We can discuss them. The more I'm thinking about it, the Law and Order one sounds pretty likely. I think we're gonna start on that tomorrow, right, guys?
Hell yeah. We could do a Simpsons channel. We could do a commentary on every episode.
That's true. I mean, there's a lot.
Last us until the day we die.
Yeah. And if we include other media too, like comics and stuff, I would go on for a long time.
Damn it.
Or we could do a Family Guy channel.
You and Robert have fun. I will not be there.
Yay.
Oh, Jesus. Fun. You guys should do a channel for shows like Jerry Springer.
Oh god.
Hell yeah.
Robert would love that.
Well, do we just cover the Jerry Springer show or his follow-up shows? Do we do the entire Jerry Springer canon?
We could
No,
just do
buildings are
videos.
falling from the sky.
I hate when that happens. We could just do videos listing the names of Jerry Springer episodes, like that one Red Letter Media video.
Their least viewed episode ever. It might be at 1 million now. Anime fan, having Carmine frame Sophia for his evil deeds would be like having a Godfather reboot where Vito doesn't care about his family and killing Michael for his crimes. Yeah, I don't agree. I mean, A, they're both still bad men, and B, I think where I disagree with that comparison, anime fan, is Carmine starts as a bad guy, and then when you get to Long Halloween, that's just them making him Vito, which is fine. It works for that comic, but like that comic is not subtle about its Godfather influences and homage. It's like, oh, that's just the take. I don't think one take is inherently more valid than the other. That's just what Long Halloween did, where it's like, oh, he's just Vito Corleone in this. Okay. It works for that story.
Stupid double attacks.
I agree.
And even then, how much he actually loves his family in that comic, I think, is debatable. I still wouldn't call him a great father.
It's fine to have your preferences on how
Yeah.
certain characters are portrayed. You know, I certainly have
We
them, but
opened
right.
I just don't care enough.
John's like, I don't give a fuck about Carmine Falcone.
I mean, I don't.
Carmine
He has
is
a
right.
purpose to serve. As long as he serves that purpose in the narrative, I don't care what the take is.
And it just depends on the story they're telling, because Sophia,
I don't
in my
like the
opinion,
Long Halloween
is a
anymore.
way more interesting. I like the comic, but Sophia, I think, is a much more interesting character in the show.
Yes.
A lot more three-dimensional.
Than the comic version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly than the Gotham version.
Which
Hey,
to this day I've never seen.
Gotham is peak.
Peak trash.
Oh.
It's alright, I love it.
When are we going to do a channel dedicated solely just to Justin from Power Rangers Turbo? Because Robert loves him that much.
Robert, thoughts?
I don't want to be here anymore.
I'm done. I'm going home.
But no, the way they introduce him in that movie is one of the Rangers gets taken out, and so the rest of them just go in the most insane stunt ever done.
One of them just takes himself out on accident.
Hold on, I gotta
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I gotta
Alright.
find this so you can see it.
Everybody get ready for another live Noah reaction.
And I don't know, anime fan. Like I said, I do like Carmine in Long Halloween, but again, it's just Vito. Like, that's just the take. That's like, oh, you saw The Godfather. Okay, cool. Like, there's just a lot of Godfather in that comic.
Yeah,
I don't think it has to be the end-all be-all take.
That comic opens with a Godfather reference.
Yeah, exactly. I believe in America. I mean, Gotham City.
I mean, yeah. Every day.
Can we just...
Okay, alright. I'm about to watch this video. Let's see.
You can do this, John.
Rocky's trying too hard. Whoa. Oh, he got yeeted.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, anime fan, I don't agree with that. He says he thinks that Carmine's love for his family is as important, if not more so, than Mr. Freeze's love for his wife. It's like, that really just pertains to that story. With Mr. Freeze, that's just become his defining character trait. But also in both cases, like, in either case, that's how the character starts, you know? These are additions that come
Right.
later. And with
Comics
even Mr.
grow and
Freeze, like, you don't
change.
go
Like
back.
that's the body of the medium. Everyone's gonna have a different take.
With Mr. Freeze, it's a complex issue for me because like yeah, the animated series version has become the default version now. So it's like I'd like to see a different version, but then every time we try to go back to the more like one-dimensional kind of like thug version of him, it's just way less interesting to me.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe they can find a different way to portray Mr. Freeze in something.
Yeah, well, Scott Snyder tried that in his run, but that kind of did a backlash.
Yeah, and I don't like Mr. Freeze in the Batman cartoon, even though he's Clancy Brown.
You sure?
I like him, but yeah, that's Clancy Brown. But
Yes,
I agree that like he's not that interesting. I
Right.
just think he's cool. Pun
No,
intended.
he's cool, but he's not as cool as other Mr. Freezes, in my opinion.
But anyway, so that happens to Rocky, and then he gets taken out. The rest of the Rangers go off on their own, and then they show up with this boat, and Justin's just there, and he's like, "Hi guys, I'm the new Blue Ranger."
And they're like, what? And
They're like, "Yeah, this is fine."
How that scene should have gone was, oh man, we have to kill this kid. He knows too much. And it would have been better.
I didn't watch that clip. Does it? I assume it
just
doesn't show where Justin's like hiding in
It just ends with him getting carried off in the stretcher.
You like how he launched himself out of the ring?
It was funny.
The physics of that.
He got yeeted.
So perfect.
Oh my god, it's a boat.
The only thing that could destroy me was myself.
There's so much happening in this game right now.
It's so dense. There's so much
I don't
going on.
understand why they have these fucking 3 attacks. God damn it.
I've had it with these motherfucking 3 attacks.
I'm really fucking sick of these cinematic cameras is what I'm tired of.
Oh, that's annoying.
Why do you hate cinema?
Movies are dumb.
Because he's sick of all the sins within the cinema.
Oh, it begins.
He's sick of hearing the dings.
Ding 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 ding.
Ding 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 ding.
Fuck away from me.
Why don't
And I
you
hope
just
you-
ask nicely?
By the way, anime fan, I hope you don't feel like we're like ganging up on you or anything. I was just curious to what point the penguin lost you.
Agreed to disagree.
Because I was with it, you know, basically all throughout. The light.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus.
Stressful this, like, final pushes.
Oh, Jesus, Arthur.
Did you just quote Joker 2? Guess somebody has to.
Oh god, I hit the wrong button. Oh god.
Oh god, oh god.
They threw a train at me.
I don't think he actually says that in Joker 2, by the way.
He might as well.
Well, for a moment there, I thought you were quoting Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, the really Irish guy.
Yeah.
John.
Boy.
No, John, do you know what Brendan Gleeson said when he read the script for Joker 2?
No.
He said, "Oh Jesus."
Is he in that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a prison guard.
Fuck.
He's, well,
Evil.
Wait, is he the guard
he's a
that...
piece of shit.
He's kind of interesting until he's not.
So yeah, he's the guard that does the thing.
Ah, Jesus.
I know.
No, wait.
He's a highlight of the movie.
Well, you know, it's Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah.
Robert, you would think that's a highlight in the movie.
I still need to see the Banshees of Inisherin.
I do too. I love the other movie that he was in with Colin Farrell from the same director, In Bruges. So I gotta watch that movie.
Yeah, I've never seen that either.
Yeah, the two of them have really great chemistry in that movie. But that's more of like a kind of crime comedy in the vein of like Tarantino. Banshees of Inisherin seems like a very different kind of movie.
Irish movie line.
He's Irish.
More movies would be watchable if everyone had an Irish accent. I'm just saying.
I agree.
There's also a part in that movie in Bruges that I always think of when Austin talks about little people. Because there's a scene where they're like filming a tribute to, I think, what's that movie? Don't Look Now. They're filming it. There's a scene where someone's filming a tribute to that, and Colin Farrell sees it, and he's like, "Oh, over there, they're filming midgets," and he just gets really, really excited.
That's amazing.
So I just always think, oh yeah, Austin's like Colin Farrell in that scene.
Speaking of midgets, are either of you guys going to see the new Snow White movie?
No.
No, Noah said he is. He was really excited.
Oh.
I needed to get the generator running.
We're gonna watch party it when it hits Disney Plus.
Well, that's the only way I'll watch that.
Aren't we glad we created 7 CGI monstrosities to appease fans?
Whoa! You can't call them that.
7 normal little people.
You can't call little people monstrosities. That's not okay.
See, they didn't. They didn't even cast little people to begin with.
Well, they cast
one, but I'm not sure why they didn't just get 7 little people actors.
Because it's offensive.
It's offensive to give little people work.
Because Peter Dinklage threw a hissy fit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it.
Which, and like, you know, I got where he was coming from, and if he doesn't want to be in the movie, that's fine. That still doesn't mean you can't find a way to update it and still just cast little people and give them jobs.
Exactly, like, they deserve to work just as much as any other actor.
Right. So, Noah, do you know the whole thing with the bandits in that movie?
No.
So you know, like, the Snow White remake went through a ton of reshoots, right?
Yeah.
After Backlash and trying to make it closer to the original. So the original plan, what they first shot, what we saw set photos of, was instead of dwarves, we had these 7 bandit characters. And we had, like, one token little person in it.
Yeah.
So, and then the internet threw a hissy fit and was like, oh my god, this looks awful. So then they course-corrected, quote-unquote, and did the 7 CGI dwarves that we saw in the trailers that are closer to the movie. That look horrible.
Actually terrible.
That look horrendous. the most baffling thing about it that I've heard once the movie came out is those 7 bandit characters are still in the movie.
Turn back now.
Oh yeah, I think it was Austin. I think he told me
That
about
surprised
that last
me. So there's scenes where Snow White runs into these 7 dwarves, and then later she runs into 7 bandits. Like they shot 2 different versions of the movie and just smushed them together.
Okay,
That's
because
really
yeah,
funny.
because what I thought had happened at first when they did the reshoots was they just repurposed some of that footage to be with the CGI dwarfs.
Right.
But that's not exactly what happened. I mean, I guess they got to use that footage of the bandits if they already shot a lot of it.
It just sounds like a mess. Also, as expected, I've heard
Well,
it's
it's a common thing with Disney and their projects between this and Daredevil.
And Captain America. That's been happening a lot
Captain
lately.
America, yeah.
But I've also heard that Snow White, like, it's not the worst of them. Of course, it's not like the worst thing ever. It's just mediocre, which is what I expected.
Not to get too deep into it, but for whatever reason, this is the one that has become like a giant political thing. That
Which
and
is
the
obnoxious.
Little Mermaid thing. Yeah, and yeah, not to get too into it, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure it's a bad movie.
Right.
I'm just really tired of the whole let's circle in on this one movie for the entire internet to shit on for a week. Like, I'm kind of over that trend.
Me too. And for, like, the stupid, wrong reasons. It's like...
Yeah.
Most of these Disney live-action remakes have sucked. Like, we shouldn't have had any faith in this thing to begin with. We should have just ignored it.
We can criticize it
As a
for
movie.
being a bad movie, not for, having certain actors in it, like, whatever.
And for the record, we joke about Rachel Zegler a lot. Like, we have made fun of her a few times.
I have no problem with her, like, as a person.
Right. Like, that's not...
That's your mortal enemy.
I feel like she's kind of become the new Brie Larson lately.
Yeah, she's the new punching bag, or
Yeah.
scapegoat, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, no.
It's just kind of cringy
Right.
on all sides.
It also doesn't fix anything, because why are we directing all our hate and anger toward her and not, the higher-ups, the people actually making these movies?
Yeah. Direct all
Doesn't
your anger
accomplish-
towards Disney.
Right. Because, did Rachel Zegler say some stupid comments that I disagreed with? Of course.
Yeah.
I also move about my day and not, sit her death threats over it. Stupid.
Yeah,
Also heard that
that's-
she's the best part of the movie, because she is a really good singer.
She's,
Credit too.
I'm sure she's a good actor too. I'm racking my brain, and I just realized I think the only thing I've actually seen her in is Shazam 2.
Right. Which, I mean, like, that could have been played by anybody, but that's also not her fault. Like, whatever.
Yeah. I still need to see West Side Story.
It's a good movie.
And the original too, I haven't even seen that. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna go see that
Dark
movie.
Items.
Yeah, I'm avoiding that movie, and the only way I'll watch it is if John or Austin wants to watch it on a Saturday night or
You're
something.
going to see that tomorrow. You already bought your ticket.
I thought we were starting a Snow White channel.
No, we're doing a Frozen channel.
We can do both.
That's true, yeah.
And you might scoff at the idea of doing a Snow White channel, but remember, it is a public domain story that has had countless
Yeah.
variations, adaptations. There is no shortage of material.
That's true. No, you could do a channel focusing on pretty much any of those stories that Disney adapted. Like Anime Fan just mentioned Alice in Wonderland in the chat. You could do an Alice in Wonderland channel.
That's true.
Not that I'd want to.
Yeah, and again, agree to disagree. Anime Fan, I don't like any of those movies. I think there are some okay Disney remakes, but I don't think any of them are great.
Mr. Magoo is a movie I haven't thought of in a long time.
Most people haven't. Whoa.
Not a movie I've seen in full, but I know Leslie Nielsen's in it. Oh shit. Whoa.
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to
Put some
bed and I'll
pants
forget
on.
all about your fear in the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now.
I'm not
Where's the
afraid
clicker? What did you
anymore.
do with it?
You hear me?
I really want Alan Wake to say that.
Alan? You're scared.
I'm not afraid
Come back
anymore.
to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman?
Then he sees a creepy old man and screams.
I read your names.
That's the final shot of this game. It's him doing the Home Alone scream.
Ah.
Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning.
Whoa.
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
Alan.
Ew. Come back to bed. Everything went in anamorphic. Is that the
like-
Cyclops from SpongeBob?
The bigger boot.
It won't let you pass.
It's like he put the ring on.
It has no heart.
Now Sauron can see him.
Filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light. Don't mind him. He's Mr.
Oh, it's a shadow self.
Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
This is gonna be an evil Cooper type situation.
Use the clicker.
Use the clicker, Alan.
Use the clicker.
Go to the Dagobah system.
Oh, by the way, Anime Fan, in terms of live action Disney movies, I'm personally partial to the Pirates of the Caribbean series.
Yeah. That was their trend before the live action remakes, was movies based on rides.
And that's
That
the
was their
one that
one
worked.
hit. And
Yeah.
they kept chasing it.
Well, because even before that, they did Country Bears, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember what was first, Pirates or Country Bears. They were around the same time.
I think Country Bears was first, and then Pirates was the one that took off, so they kept doing it, and they had the Haunted Mansion movie with Eddie Murphy, which I don't think I've seen all of.
I liked it when I was a kid, but I'm scared to go back to it. John, did you ever see that one?
Once. I think I saw that in theater and then never thought about it again.
There was also, in the 90s, a Tower of Terror movie. That might have technically
That's
been
right. Which is weird, because that's also connected to Twilight Zone, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's technically a Twilight Zone movie.
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
And then one of their biggest misfires was at Tomorrowland, which I've never actually seen. Just
Me neither.
heard it's not great.
Yeah, it is Brad Bird, so I'm kind of interested in watching it, but it's also a movie that I keep forgetting exists.
Right.
That one's kind of more of like an interesting failure, though, than...
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, it was a passion project, at least.
Yeah.
Or something based on a ride.
So I think that because of that alone, it's probably worth checking out. And they
Star Wars was based on Star Tours.
Oh yeah,
we're at the ending.
Your husband refused to do
Oh
as he
shit.
was told.
Okay.
Now you will never get her back.
I am much older than you.
Bitch.
Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Hug you to death.
The Blumhouse logo?
Okay.
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light. Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Put on some pants.
That's the first thing you think of now.
Alan. Start the engine, Jacques.
I hate snakes, Jack. I hate them.
Hate him. We did it.
We helped Alan. We're throwing a party. Oh, it's these guys.
Ugh. Spooky.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
Oh, they said the name of the game. Alan, wake.
How
We
can
rescued-
you see into
my
my eyes?
Fuck
Like
off.
open doors.
So
Wake
we
me up.
Wake me up inside.
Yeah,
Okay,
wake
we
up.
get it.
We did it.
Sorry, John, go on.
So we rescued his wife, but he had to trap himself in that dark dimension as to keep balance.
Oh, shit. You better mute the stream before we get copyrighted.
I was just about to say that.
But as you
This
said,
is
okay.
Major Tom.
I mean, I guess that song is thematically relevant.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to end with a David Bowie song. It would have been better if it was Evanescence, I
My
think.
name isn't Alan. It was actually Tom.
Major
Okay,
Tom.
So with that, because there is the other writer, Thomas Zane, who started all of this. That's why the
Oh,
darkness lured us to this town to finish it. We managed to destroy that creature, but to maintain the balance and let her come back, Alan had to sacrifice himself.
There you go.
Now we can do the DLC.
Ooh.
That was a pretty cool game.
Yeah, it was neat.
Know as the dark presence held my wife captive and used her to make me write a horror story that came true. I'll bring her back. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
It had a good final shot. I like the final line.
saved Alice, then wrote a better ending for the story. But not without a price. I was trapped somewhere in the dark place, a strange zone somewhere beyond our world.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
The
After
signal?
completion of any
Batman
difficult
character?
undertaking, there are mixed emotions, accomplishment and relief.
Is that Duke?
Sadness, depression. For a while, everything was about the work. Like an illness, it consumed you, changed you. You locked yourself away from the world to do it, and now you need to recover. Learn to live without it. Find a way to crack open the door and let the light back in. I knew this place. It was familiar.
So, Noah, does the ending of this game remind you of anything?
Certain television show, no spoilers.
Had a surreal, dreamlike quality.
Ah, Midnight Mass.
Yeah.
I had a disturbing feeling of deja vu. I had no idea why I was here. or
No,
what I was
no,
doing
I'm
at this moment.
No, I'm actually talking about Haunting of Hill House.
Try the coffee.
Different show.
Oh.
Because it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Number 6 in the jukebox.
Could you play some David Bowie?
Both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious?
I like this game a lot, Anime, and it sounds like my co-hosts enjoyed the story.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We did.
Go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself.
Although,
But
like
the
I
story
said before,
continues.
Like I said before, it seems like the gameplay got a little repetitive, but
It got very repetitive in the back half.
the story's cool, and I want to see it continue in the second game.
Oh my god.
Alan,
Mirror.
listen to me.
Mirror,
Go no deeper.
you are not alone.
Focus. You're
My
losing
name is
yourself.
General Zod.
I will try to help the best I can, but it's up to you. Find a better point of contact.
What do you mean?
I cannot hear you. Please, you're the one making all this happen. Concentrate. This is what's happening.
Nightmares. Too deep. Can't take the pressure. It's too much.
Suddenly, Wake found himself face to face with himself.
At the sight of myself,
Can't wake
the dream
up.
suddenly became lucid. The dark
Save me.
That's where I was.
You will need weapons. It's not the light itself, but what it represents. You will need it.
Now, if this was a Silent Hill game, it'd be like, oh, count the number of times the light flickers and hits the fucking. You count the toilets and boom, you solve the riddle. Fuck you.
Noah, were you there for some of the more tricky puzzles in that fucking game?
I think I had to help you out with a couple of them at first.
One of them was obnoxious.
One of them was like count the pills in the sink and then subtract that from the how many times the light flickers. We were just like, what?
How was that?
Sounds like you two just want the game to be easy. For it to hold your hand. Sounds like you're not a real gamer.
Eyeball.
Count how many times he blinks. Then you'll solve the puzzle. Whoa. Oh, more shooting.
I can't get out of here.
It's locked.
Robert, the door locks.
Yeah, leave the door locks. My kick was really strong.
Pretty impressive, if I do say so myself.
Run.
Let's go faster. There you go. I was in a house. There were stairs, doors, papers.
I knew it was my writing, but the words were jumbled dreamlike fragments. Reloading frantically. The rounds slippery stones throw away from the tent. The bed looked inviting, but it was just the radio. It had to go on. She was startled by the phone.
Oh no, words. Reading, my greatest weakness.
You can't read in a dream, Alfred.
The GPS system was working. I hadn't expected that.
Alan's gonna climb to the top of a church and fight his shadow self.
I need to switch out my headset batteries, so let's take 5 and I'll be right back.
Okay.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors?
Unfortunately,
control to Major Tom.
ground control to Major Tom.
May God be with you.
They should play that other song. They should play the song that Gail Bedecker sang in Breaking Bad.
Oh
Again.
God.
Earth below us. That should have been the end credits song.
Another character who's both the most tragic, but I mean, it was also a piece of shit. So, yeah.
Every time he
Yeah,
shows
we're-
up and stuff, I'm always like, "Oh my god, it's Gale!"
It's Gale.
I mean, yeah. Recently, when I was visiting my parents, we had The Office on, and I think he shows up in like a clip show episode of The Office.
Oh,
Which is
weird.
strange, yeah, very specific. But Gale, the guy that plays Gale shows up, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's Gale!" And everyone there was like, "Who?" Because none of my family has seen Breaking Bad.
Oh,
I know.
what a shame.
Oh, you should watch it, Jake. It's a great show.
Just don't listen to John. He's wrong.
John still needs to finish it, that bastard. I think he watched through all of like the show up through like season 5A, I think. So he's basically almost done with it. Fucking
Nobody's
people.
perfect.
I know. I was like, "Hey, watch the show," and he did watch most of it, to be fair. But you just still got to finish it.
You have to finish the
The
story.
story. I need someone to talk about Breaking Bad with.
I can, not you.
Not you, Robert.
So, do you have anything on your TV watch list right now that you're trying to start or make your way through?
Not for shows right now, just because I've just finished watching through 2 shows, so I'm gonna kind of like take a break from that. But because I just watched through The Wire and then my rewatch of Daredevil recently, so I'm good with shows for a while.
Gotcha. You're still keeping up with Born Again weekly?
Yep, that too. I've been watching that show White Lotus, which is in its third
Oh,
season right now. Um, that's a pretty good anthology show.
yeah. I've heard
Um,
it's good. I need to check it out.
yeah, and that's not a big commitment because I've just been watching the new episodes as it comes out weekly. But yeah, that's a really kind of like dark and messed up comedy. But it focuses on a different group of people each time at a different location of the same resort. So it's always like beautiful locations and then just like really dark, screwed up, messed up human drama.
Yeah, I still need to see that movie, Honora, which some
Same.
people hate because they say they find the characters annoying and irredeemable, and everybody else is like, "No, it's a comedy. It's great." Like, the characters are supposed to be awful. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I always thought that movie looked
It
really
was bad.
good.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
want to
back.
see that movie. It's on Hulu now.
Yeah.
And then it won Best Picture. I was like, oh, I should probably watch it soon then.
Yes.
Because you feel validated by Academy voters.
Yes. No.
The Rainbow Connection.
Oh
Someday
yeah,
I'll find it.
Made no sense for the GPS system to
the
work.
lovers, the dreamers, and
The
me.
satellite was in range.
The lovers, the dreamers, and me.
But it was guiding me towards something.
I wasn't even trying to do Arnold.
You've seen that Red Letter Media video, right? The impressions.
The impressions one, yeah.
This Rainbow Connection.
That guy's Arnold impression is so good.
It's one of his best. Also, for kind of winging it, his Johnny Depp one was also really good.
Yeah. Is in the Best of the Worst episode that he's on, he does a really accurate De Niro impression that not a lot of people talk about, but that's one of my favorite moments in that episode.
I mean, it can't be better than Jay's. I mean, come on.
Oh, of course.
Jake has never seen Breaking Bad and says we should watch One Piece. He's been at it for a year. I mean, I've read a good chunk of One Piece.
Yeah, isn't there like 1 million episodes of One Piece?
Yes.
Something insane like that.
There's like 900.
It wouldn't stay still.
I honestly considered checking out the live action one just because people say it's good. I don't know.
It's probably the most accurate manga to anime or anime to live action adaptation I've seen. The biggest issue is some of that stuff doesn't translate.
It's almost like not everything should be adapted to live action.
But One Piece is cool. Not as good as Dragon Ball.
You really like those balls.
I don't know. Yeah, you're a big fan of balls, it seems. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Wait. God, what are you showing me here?
It had a ball. Ah.
But I don't know, One Piece is about pirates and stuff. That's cooler than whatever Dragon Ball is.
That's true. Yeah, John hates fantasy except when he doesn't.
Fascinating. Curious. You want to explain yourself, John?
What do you mean except when I don't?
I mean, what would you call Dragon Ball?
It's a hodgepodge stuff. Yeah, there's fantasy, but there's also sci-fi.
That's kind of like, it seems more like a Star Wars thing where it's like science fantasy.
Yeah, like the original Dragon Ball is very much like a fantasy martial arts epic. But then you get into Z and like there's aliens and all that off-world. It's very sci-fi. Which Robert would know if he fucking watched it.
I can do it.
Everything I saw was from
I don't believe you.
Yet it wasn't.
Sounds like a you problem. Hello. I'll get to it when I finish Buffy.
I don't believe you'll finish Buffy.
What? I've seen 2 episodes.
Yeah, in a year.
Yeah.
I don't actually know if it's been a year.
Time is relative.
Time is flat circle, as they say.
But the shifts were interfering with it. I had to keep trying. I wouldn't survive alone.
AFK Jake says Dragon Ball Z is mid.
Jake, you son of a bitch.
And Buffy was life changing.
No, like he had an experience with Buffy.
Wow.
That's the first thing he and I watched together.
Changes were becoming more violent. The street
He's also not a big TV guy.
It was missing. Like some great hand had reached down and scooped it up.
Jake, you saying Dragon Ball was mid might be the worst take you've ever had in your life.
I mean, I think I agree with him.
And
Every time I try to get into Dragon Ball. I mean, less than you, but every time I try to get into Dragon Ball, I'm like, yeah, it was okay.
No. I mean, you really like the Broly movie.
Yeah, but not enough to like keep watching more stuff like that.
You should watch Kai. I think you'd be surprised.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I'll watch it with you, you bastard.
We gotta finish Buffy first, damn it.
That's true. Yeah, we gotta do that first. But Jake, you do understand that without Dragon Ball, like, One Piece wouldn't exist. Like,
Affects one, affects the other. Must understand this.
One Piece is not better than Dragon Ball. Ah!
The birds are like, what you say?
Goddamn birds! Oh my god!
They're like, One Piece is better.
One Piece has
Dude!
pirates.
Pirates are objectively cool.
I mean, you're also wrong about the Beatles.
Wait, the Beatles?
Yeah, he hates the Beatles. I don't know how anybody can hate the Beatles.
How do you hate the Beatles?
Yeah, they're
The
good.
Beatles.
John hates the Beatles? What?
No,
No,
Jake
Jake.
does.
Robert, stop trying to slander me.
Yeah, but you just said that Dragon Ball being mid was his worst take, so which is it?
I mean,
sounds like
Dragon Ball being mid is a worst take because Dragon Ball is better. Like, the Beatles being bad is also.
How do we compare Dragon Ball Z to a band?
That's the quote of the channel. Dragon Ball is better than the Beatles.
The
Damn it.
Beatles.
Look, I'm trying to follow your goddamn signal.
One is a television show, the other is a band.
What is this?
More than asked.
What? This is bullshit.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, no offense, Jake, but the take of the Beatles is mid or whatever is always just such like a hipstery, contrarian.
And Noah
take.
is the expert on being a hipster contrarian.
Ways I couldn't fight.
But even that's too far for me.
Yeah, I know. That's how you know you've gone too far. I'm not even like a mega fan of the Beatles, but like they're good.
You gotta love them.
Hey Jude,
Don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better.
Okay, can we stop with the
This
singing?
happened before we found Barry.
Okay.
Thank you.
You think we're gonna get copyright claimed?
I just
That's
don't want to hear it.
Wow.
John, this is our musical stream.
No.
Yeah.
Oh God.
We've been talking about this for weeks.
No, Robert, you weren't there. We're saving that for when we watch the sing-along version of Wicked.
Right.
Noah's gonna sing all of the songs.
And well, and you.
No, you were insistent that you do it yourself.
All of us. No. What's the point of doing it if we're not all gonna sing?
I'm wicked. I'm wicked. I won't be good anymore.
But John, would it be better if Robert and I sang it more out of sync than we are singing the songs here?
Jesus. You Krispy Kreme motherfuckers. Oh God.
Oh God, that deer is dead.
His mom is
It's
dead.
so big. Oh.
Rest in peace.
Like that. Oh, now it's using its corpse as a weapon.
Stop, he's already dead.
And
Noah does love to dance.
How do you know that? You've never seen me dance.
No, but you keep begging to dance when we do like a musical commentary.
So the musical commentary is going to be on Joker 2, right?
No.
Counts for the channel.
That'll be for our Gotham channel, yeah.
No, we're gonna do another one on Anna and the Apocalypse, and you're gonna show us how to dance to the songs.
I'd rather do Joker 2, and I can like pick up my laptop and like follow me as I'm dancing around my room, like that one scene in Joker 2.
Oh, never sing.
Harriet's the eye again.
The one who's seen the eye.
He was lost. He couldn't find the exit.
Asshole.
Asshole for getting lost. Fuck that guy.
Why don't you just be better? Why don't you do better and help me?
Anime fan, it would be funny if John did a Teen Titans Go channel. I'm just not gonna be on it.
Me neither.
He's the bigger fan of it.
It's a real passion project of his, so I'll just let him focus on it. Like, I don't need to.
He does like that waffle song.
Mm-hmm. And he likes the episode with the 03 Teen Titans. Actually, no, I think that's a movie.
You're telling that you know more about the show than I do.
What are you talking about? You're the biggest fan I know.
But I have
Teen
no idea
Titans
what
Go.
you're talking about, so you know more about this show than I do.
Don't play dumb with me. It's all right. You don't need to be embarrassed. Yeah, it's all good.
It's like bronies, you know. It's been accepted. Like you're allowed to
Yeah.
like Teen Titans show.
Get over it.
I hate all of you.
It's all right, John. I'm gonna leave in a bit. You won't have to deal with my you won't have to deal with my annoyance for a bit.
More severe. I wasn't sure.
I'm going for a little bit, but I'll be back.
This is a really big basement.
Oh god.
Is that true, Jake? Was Fall Out Boy on Teen Titans Go?
That makes sense. Trash band for a trash show.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Fall Out Boy fan. I don't think I knew that.
Jake, the Beatles are like 100 times better than Fall Out Boy. What are you?
Don't tell me you like Fall Out Boy more than the Beatles.
No, he does.
Oh no.
Let me through. I mean, goddamn.
You shall not pass.
Brian, Brian. I think didn't Fall Out Boy do the song for Big Hero 6? That movie's.
You know what they did do the song for?
What's that?
Ghostbusters 2016.
That's right.
Yeah.
With Missy Elliott.
Yeah, that's your favorite Ghostbusters movie.
Well, that's the updated theme in that movie. They did the Ghostbusters theme.
It's your favorite. That's why it's your favorite Ghostbusters movie.
No, he prefers to.
Yeah, everybody knows I am the biggest Ghostbusters 2 fan. Besides Austin.
Oh, no, up the stairs, you fucking idiot!
Oh god.
John, you're controlling it.
That's no way to talk to Alan. He's not going to cooperate if you call him an idiot.
Jake says Fall Out Boy is an all-time favorite. That's their worst song by far. I mean, all of their songs are bad, though.
Have you listened to all of them?
Have you?
No, but it would be weird to listen to all the songs of a band you don't like.
Exactly.
Zane left me a page. He was trying to help me.
Is he?
Nobody likes the 2016 film. It's okay.
A few people do.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I was talking to the world's biggest 2016 film.
Me not included.
So, I'm sorry, no, I didn't mean to insult your favorite movie.
No, I mean, not to get into it too much, but remember when that movie came out, there was a whole big, like, culture war kind of thing with it.
Yeah, you were on the front lines.
Dude,
you told me about that.
Wars were fought over it. People died.
Yeah. Lives were lost.
Barry.
Oh my god, it's Barry.
Hey, bestseller. Looking good.
You're not real.
Well, no shit. What's
You.
in your way? The see-through thing? I'm a figment of
You.
your imagination. Just like pretty
Imagine saying that to one of your friends. You're not real.
You.
That's
Noah, you're not
Yeah,
real.
You're right. Everything that happened before made
Oh.
perfect sense, but this is
Why would you
insane.
say that
Good
to me?
catch, Al.
Okay.
You. You're not real.
Yeah, I know. Follow the signal. Got it.
He just pops out.
So, anywho, I'm here to help you. Thing is, you need to get a grip. All right?
You nag the way the real Barry does. You know that?
Well, hey, you know, be fair. It's
I'm
not
sorry,
nice
what
to think
anime
I'm
fan?
annoying.
I don't think you're annoying.
I don't see it.
What?
Relax, it's cool. Just try
I'm
to
sorry.
stay
I'm
on
sorry.
the ball
That
here. You need to do what
that
Zane
that
tells you.
comment just threw me off. So I don't see the resemblance. Agree to disagree.
Anyway, if this is insane and it's all from your mind, what's that say about
In
you?
common. What?
Fine. Enough. Can't believe I was actually happy to see you.
Oh, come on.
I mean, I hate to state the obvious, but one is a white man.
Always happy to see me. Can't lie
Well,
to
that's just
yourself, know what I'm
racist.
saying?
I must be a sucker for. I think the signal's pointing towards
He's
that
the
thing in
man
distance.
too.
Yeah.
Do you
that'd
know
be a
that?
Biltmore sawmill.
Way to assume his gender, Noah.
I don't know anything you don't. So why don't you ask yourself that? Huh? Maybe you saw a sign for it back in the real world, or maybe it's the song.
Barry does use he/him pronouns, so I think it's a safe assumption.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Boom!
Mama!
Kaboom!
Hey, Al! I guess the pen is mighty.
If you complete that sentence, you're fired.
Mighty.
Oh God.
Yourself,
You're
know what I'm saying?
fine.
I must be a sucker for punishment.
You? No.
I think the signal's
really?
pointing
And
towards that
I
thing in
always
the
thought you went
distance.
out of... Yeah.
Oh god, that's too much talking at once.
How the hell do you know that?
I don't know anything.
What are you
don't.
showing me here?
So
Come
why don't you ask
on.
yourself that? Huh? Maybe you saw a sign for it back in the real world.
Oh, you're talking about the woman that Alan was talking to on the bench, not Barry. Okay.
And now you can't get it out of your head.
Fantastic.
Yeah, sure is giving
I'd
me
have
a
to
headache.
see them side by side.
Do you have a headache? Mama! Hey, Al! I guess the pen is my
If you complete.
Boom!
Kaboom.
We bring da boom.
Here comes the boot.
Yo, I saw that movie in theaters.
What movie is this?
Who was in that?
Kevin James.
Oh god. Was that
That's
the Kevin
here.
James wrestling movie?
Yeah. Here comes the boom. Do you remember this movie, John?
I just remember the trailers for it. I never saw it.
It's like this. It's this movie where Kevin James. I was about to say Kevin Smith. Kevin James plays a teacher that starts wrestling. I forget why. I think probably just to raise
Save the
money
record.
or something. That one's a little bit more just bland and boring. It's no Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Which is peak.
Which is peak cinema. I mean,
I laughed when he fell
yeah. When he fell over and went boom, I couldn't.
Boom.
I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
Boom Studios kill me.
Oh, Anime Fan has me beat. He saw it twice in the theaters. I only saw it the one
You're
time.
a fake fan.
Dude, well, yeah, because Kevin James did that, like Dakota Johnson, Madam Web ad for it, where he's like, "Here comes the boom is so good, you're gonna see it twice."
Oh, is that a real thing?
Oh, you never saw that?
For Here Comes the Boom, is that a real thing?
No. Of
I
course.
was gonna say no.
I would love if there was an ad of Kevin James speaking in a sultry voice about Here Comes the Boom.
No, I
I
know
would love if that existed.
I know the Dakota Johnson one. I thought you were saying that Kevin James did something similar.
I wish.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna get out of here for a bit, but I will be back. I'll see y'all later. Don't burn down the stream when I'm gone, okay?
We will burn down the forest.
But I think we need some gasoline.
You and your California wildfires.
Yep.
Alright, see ya.
Peace. Well, now that he's gone.
Oh god.
How much longer is this DLC?
7 hours.
Yay.
Oh god.
Boom. 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 Boom.
Ah, get fucked.
Got him.
Ah. Robert, you know how they say don't go into the light?
Yeah.
Whoever said that's an idiot, always go into the light.
You know, you're gonna have to make your way across here.
Yes, Anime Fan, we will start Kevin James channel.
Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Have you seen that Ice Cube movie? Are we there yet?
You know, I don't remember if I did or not. Again, I remember the ads for it.
Everything alright. Kind of just like that generic mid-2000s comedy that we kept doing.
Yeah. Or was it Robin Williams and RV? I think I saw that one.
I feel like I saw that just because it was Robin Williams.
Yeah.
I don't remember a damn thing about it though.
Me neither.
This kind of thing could drive a man insane.
His books common and discarded, like mud beneath his feet. Hardbacks, paperbacks, turned against him. Trash. Just cheap trash.
I had seen weird
Wow.
transmissions of myself before.
Well, everybody's a critic.
But not like this. The version of myself I saw now sounded insane. Like a demented storyteller who was out to torment and destroy.
Got me. But this game is trying to kill me.
Oh boy. Ravens. Enemy. Possessed. Enemy.
Al, come on. You gotta be careful.
Boom.
Oh.
Enemy.
Oh god,
Ah.
it's not birds, it's pages.
Oh god, it's getting bigger. Yeah, I like that casting, Noah. Kevin James could play Aquaman.
No, wait. Yeet.
What's that TV plugged into?
Oh gosh, look at that smile.
He's smiling at me.
He's just standing there, smiling.
So many telephone poles.
But yeah, Robert, I am sad to report that The Lost World is not streaming.
Oh.
So we couldn't watch it. Or it is streaming, but it's on fucking Stars.
Of course it is. Now, I assume, now obviously, because Noah couldn't watch it,
God.
but I assume you own it on 4K?
I do. I got a box set that they did that had the first 5. So unfortunately, I own 2 of the world movies. Oh god. Oh god, what are you showing me here? Come on!
Can't catch me here. Oh god.
I like how it messes with the conceptions of like the street lamps here.
Yeah.
Come on, what are you showing me here? Oh, okay. Yeet.
Wee.
You need to get that door open.
The word gimmick is kind of clever.
That's the way forward.
Yeah, that's kind of fun.
Why is it so complicated?
Yeah.
Because you're a complicated man, and no one
And
understands.
this is really smartly reusing just the map from the main game to tell a new story. Oh god. Oh god. Robert, they're everywhere. Oh Jesus. That's rather unfortunate.
Oh, you're fine. Just got hit by a monster truck. You can shake that off. Or not.
Hey, note to self, destroy the monster
the
truck if
warehouse.
possible.
That's the way forward.
I'm making sense. Why is it so complicated?
Because you're
Must
a
shoot
complicated
at
man,
enemy
and no one
scrotum.
understands you. But I'm talking.
What are we in? Some kind of demolition derby? Or a demolition derby fully loaded?
Oh god.
Oh god, it's all the logs from the opening of Final Destination 2.
Jesus.
It's fine. Just Buff out the scratches.
Oh, that's crazy!
That's not crazy. This is crazy. Memory.
Hey, what are you up to? I thought this was my side of the bed.
That bitch just kept nagging me.
The trap, surrounded by enemies. Wake had nowhere to run.
I'm so sick of you.
Wow,
Keeping
you
up
really
with the
hurt his
narrative.
feelings.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Oh, that's never a good sound, is it?
No. No, it isn't.
Looks like you brought a life to a chainsaw fight.
You like how he went flying there?
They fly now?
They do.
Careful, their eyesight is based on movement.
Setting off my allergies. You're not even really there. Well, my allergies are definitely here. Achoo! See? Allergies.
Alan isn't here right now, but if you'd like to make an appointment...
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, fuck you too. Wee.
Good night, anime fan. Thanks for hanging out.
Stop it! They're waiting for us downstairs.
Robert, why aren't you paying attention to the chat?
I knew she was
I don't know.
but she still made my heart ache. I had saved Alice, but I wasn't even sure when that happened. Was it days ago? Weeks? I had no
Why
idea.
does Alan have a bad memory?
Because he's in the dark place.
Oh.
That looks crazy dangerous.
Bang, 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 bang.
You missed.
Put the weapon down.
Hey, lover. Come here. I've got something for you.
I could only hope that Alice was all right. I didn't know what happened to her after she left the dark place.
Who put these candles up here?
Is that you?
What?
Hey, hold that pose. That was a good one.
Like this?
Yeah.
She took some
smile a
weird,
little more.
sexy pictures of
No,
him.
that's too much. You want to look mysterious. Maybe a little tough. You know how people go for those dangerous bad boys.
But I'm not dangerous.
Oh, come on. You write about terrible things all the time. People want to think that you're intimately familiar with them. You kill Casey in this book. You need to look a little bit like a murderer. Oh, that's good. Do that again. You look handsome.
And dangerous.
I don't have time for this weird sex thing.
Here before, but I was wrong. It looks good on you.
You can't see shit.
Okay, I think we're done.
It's so dark. But you're not scared of the dark, are you?
Of course not.
Alan, you made it. This area of the dark place is calmer, at least for the time being. We can talk here, but we don't have much time.
Zane, how do I get out of here?
That's what you face. That's you, even as we speak.
Darkness. Darkness coming! Swept him away. Lost. He knew. He knew! He couldn't hold on. He knew there was no way out. Oh!
No, I'm right here,
What was
Zane.
going wrong?
That's not me. It's just, I don't know, an echo, a hallucination. The dark
No,
presence.
the dark presence is not responsible for this. You are making this happen. You're trapped in your own nightmares. You are fighting yourself.
Wake didn't understand it. He would never make it. He would never wake up. He'd get swallowed up in the rising tide of darkness. It was coming. It was coming.
Shut up! Ah!
It was coming to a decision.
Swept away by the gathering insanity. Zane was gone. Wake could feel the pressure gnawing at his mind. The darkness wasn't so bad. It was in him. He felt it. He knew the voice spoke the truth. It was just too hard to think again.
couldn't make sense of it. Couldn't. He wanted to go with the
Started
flow.
talking more like Shatner.
Thinking and just let go.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
Okie dokie.
God, what is happening?
Yes.
Jesus. I don't know how, Robert, but I think this is your fault.
It's probably true. My ankles hurt.
Holy fuck.
Ah. The end.
Why are these things at me?
I'll kill you. Why did it burn? Why did it burn?
It would have been so much easier to let go.
Oh my god, he's back.
Hello.
Just
You're always
in time.
You're always so surprised when I come back, like you're expecting me not to come back.
No, I know you were gonna come back. It's just it feels like this one you were a lot faster this time.
Oh really?
Maybe I just like got sucked into the game. I haven't played these DLCs before, so this is like a first play.
What did I miss? Anything important?
He pointed a flashlight and shot some stuff.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's interesting. I don't think we've ever seen that before.
It was the first time for everything.
Sweet Jesus.
Jumpin' Jesus Christmas
God,
shit.
shit. Wake Remastered. Wee.
Wee.
I jumped like the Super Mario Brothers.
I said it's a me, Alanio.
I stepped on the turtle and kicked the turtle shell.
Oh my God.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Noah, how did you feel seeing Dennis Hopper in Speed?
I thought he was amazing in that movie. I thought he gave a great performance.
It's a bomb, Jack. You know what a bomb is that doesn't blow up? It's nothing. It's supposed to explode.
I love it when Hopper gets to play those, like, irredeemable kind of villains.
Oh, yeah.
Like that and Blue Velvet, where he's just having so much fun. Well, I assume he's probably having more fun with Speed than Blue Velvet.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, still kind of made me think of that character a little bit.
Well, like you said earlier with the Die Hard comparisons, it's like on paper, you could see him and Hans Gruber. It's like, okay, they're just trying to get money, but like in execution, they are completely different villains. It doesn't feel
Yeah,
too
like
derivative of that.
he's a lot more manic. He's a lot
Yeah.
more like crazy than Hans Gruber, and they play into that way more. But no, he's having a great time.
It
I
also
just
helped.
I love those villains that are like evil and they
So
love
evil.
being evil.
Yeah. And it also helps that it's not another, like, wrong guy in the wrong place. Like, it's a lot more personal with the villain-hero dynamic. It's just, it makes all these smart choices that you're not just thinking of Die Hard the whole time while you're watching it.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, it takes like the skeleton of that premise, but it forges its own identity with it. It's not like Dwayne Johnson's Skyscraper where it's in another building.
But he has a fake leg, so it's cool.
I'm sure there are others that were closer to when Die Hard came out, but for whatever reason, Skyscraper is one of the Die Hard clones that immediately comes to mind, even though that movie was decades later.
Well, it's funny because I think it was Under Siege that was Die Hard on a boat, and then Speed 2 was also Die Hard on a boat.
And we didn't get to watch Speed 2 Cruise Control. We only watched the
we'll
first.
get there at some point. It's wonderful.
So does Sandra Bullock drive the boat in that one?
I don't remember. But they give her a new boyfriend that's otherwise the exact same character.
Okay, that's right. No, because at the end of Speed, they have that big, that moment where they finally kiss, and they're like, Keanu says something like, I hear relationships that begin under extreme situations don't tend to not last, and I was like, that line is so much funnier in retrospect.
Speed 2, at least for me growing up, was kind of one of my go-to, like, fuck you sequels when, like, we split up the main couple for stupid reasons. Yeah. It's because you could. When you can't get Keanu Reeves back, just don't make the movie.
Then, I mean, I actually like Sandra Bullock in the first one.
Oh, she's good. Yeah.
But it's like, she's not the one character I want to see come back. I want to see Keanu come back.
It would be like if you did a Die Hard sequel with Argyle as the main character. The limo driver. I mean, I'd watch that. But it would be weird.
Or a Die Hard sequel with Al Powell as the main character.
Which would still be awesome.
Yeah, it's like, I want to see John McClane.
Right. I'm also, while I like some of the Die Hard sequels, I am not the biggest fan of how we kind of phase out Holly in the later ones. And are like, yeah, that relationship doesn't matter anymore. Like, that's kind of the heart of that first movie. Which is kind of a shame.
I like how it's handled in 3 for the most part, even though a lot of that's off screen. It does suck that they stopped bringing her back after 2.
Yeah.
And then, I think in 4 it's just that they're divorced, right?
Yeah.
And I never watched 5. I don't know if she's even mentioned in that.
Hardly. But that's the one with the son.
It's the one with Jai Courtney. Remember Jai Courtney?
Who?
Yep. Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, his best role.
Oh god, he's freaking out.
He's thinking about Die Hard 5. Oh my god, he's translucent.
You've been making it up. Really, way. Come on, your delusions.
Why is this happening to me? Lodge. No. Harvard. There's
The end.
The one is done.
That was the story of the angry barnacle.
The ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that everyone died. The end.
The end. Are we gonna call it there, or are you gonna keep going?
No, I'd like to keep going because there's just one DLC left.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
It's as short as that one.
The Lighthouse. Where's Robert Pattinson?
Why just spill your
dead.
beans, Wake?
I will say, whatever, I do hope I'm there for whenever you guys watch Party Speed 2, because the one reason to genuinely watch that movie... But Willem Dafoe's the villain, and he's amazing.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, we are
it's
watching
the reason
Speed
to
2.
watch it.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No, I don't think I did.
He's so good at it.
Of course I'm gonna watch it if Willem Dafoe's in
He makes
it.
Dennis Hopper's villain look subtle.
Oh, hell yeah. You've sold me on it.
It's like, oh wow, they showed her straight on that first movie.
I do love the assumption, though, that Robert, that we are going to watch Speed 2. So.
You have to finish the story.
But now I'm sold if Defoe's in it.
Oh, he's so good. It's
We'll
terrible.
do a double feature of that and The Lost World.
Yay.
When I was looking up if it was streaming, though, I saw it had like a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. I was like,
Yeah,
is it
because
really
it's a
that bad?
shit movie.
Good God.
But is it that bad?
I mean, it's bad. I also haven't seen it in like 20 years. But it would be fun revisiting it.
There you go, Allie. It's all in your head. You've been making it up.
Oh.
It's just your imagination.
Get out of my head. Seriously, Al, you need to get a grip. You know reality's different here. See what I mean, Al?
Ugh, I think I'm stuck on this side.
Well, you're gonna have to find your way out of there. I'll wait. Just remember, you're still in the dark place. You know that, right? I don't want to alarm you, pal, but it's sink
If
or
only I could
swim time.
climb this gate.
Fine.
But there's no climbing
I could
parts.
feel the pressure mounting. Barry was
Not
right.
Nathan Drake,
Barry was
I'm Alan
wrong.
Wake.
Everything I saw was a dark, twisted version of reality based on my memories and thoughts.
We should do a channel focused all on Die Hard knockoffs, by the way. That's another
for sure.
idea.
I know there's a Die Hard on a train. I just don't know what that movie that is off the top of my head.
Is that like a Liam Neeson movie?
I feel like it was older than that.
Oh, because there's one Liam Neeson movie that's on a train I can think of that's probably
Yeah, that
looking
sounds
at Die Hard.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, there's a Liam Neeson movie on a plane that's also probably looking at Die Hard.
Oh, and one of the big ones in the 90s was Die Hard on a Plane too, which was Air Force One.
Oh, which I still need to see.
That's a pretty fun movie.
But I saw that when I was like 5.
It's pretty like it's not great, but it's pretty good.
You're all
You know Gary Oldman is the villain.
Yeah. And
isn't Con Air kind of Die Hard on a plane too?
probably I think that's a little. Though I still just see Con Air.
I do
I think
too.
that's a little different.
Shut up, Barry.
Oh, that's right. Air Force One also had Dean Stockwell in it from the Quantum Leaps.
From the leaps that are quantum. Whoa.
Quantum Mania Leaps.
Hey.
I had to accept it. If all of this was from my mind, then I was the one making all this happen. I was literally fighting myself. It was a
With your
moment of
feet
clarity.
in the air and your head on the ground.
Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind?
Can we get a Shatner cover of that song? He's still
Well,
alive, he can do it.
Well, John said no more singing, so we're gonna do spoken word versions instead.
Sounds good. Which is what Shatner would do. Where
Way
is
out.
my mind?
In the water, see it swimming.
Smoking a cigarette.
I love his version of the Twilight Zone, the song by Golden Earring, the Twilight Zone.
All I had wanted was to save Alice.
Because he's like,
After that,
help, I'm stepping into the Twilight Zone.
but I hadn't given up.
Help.
Thomas Zane had reached me. I had run
Yeah,
across a nightmarish space
he actually
following
goes,
the signal
help.
from him. He kept telling me I was sinking, going too deep. I wasn't sure if he meant the dark place or
Of course, the Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds one is good too. And she's gone.
Hey, nice job, Al. So, you really are nuts, huh? Let's face it, we always knew this was coming.
Oh, this is John's favorite
I
trope.
actually feel pretty rational.
When they try to convince you that the protagonist is crazy.
Crazy people don't know they're crazy.
And everything's
That's
bullshit.
why they're crazy. Hey, check out the light show behind the
Is he
lodge.
crazy?
That's Zane's light.
Yeah.
We're all
He's
crazy.
done sinking now. That means he's just about caught up with you. You better go talk to him.
Alright, bye, Barry.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Barry.
That's an awkward way to hold a shotgun, Alan. What are you doing?
Don't accidentally shoot your foot.
Hell, I accidentally shot my foot.
It was very painful.
Pretty fireworks.
Hell yeah! Remember this, Al?
I didn't remember it.
The name's Scam only.
You know how long I've been waiting for this. I'm about to make a name for myself. What are we gonna learn about ourselves?
Also, what I also really love about that Speed movie is it really has that perfect balance of being very silly and over the top and crazy without going too far into farce territory. Like, it still does take itself seriously to an extent and has genuinely tense moments. Like, it's just that perfect balance.
Yeah.
That you don't see a lot.
It rides the line pretty well.
I always
Like
kept
when-
losing it every time Keanu Reeves called that one guy Gigantosaurus or whatever.
Well, you laughed at that too.
It's like, I have a name. No, you don't.
Well, but when he first says it, it's really funny because of the way Keanu delivers the line. Because on paper it should be delivered like this kind of like quippy thing, like you could imagine like Robert Downey Jr. being like, "Hey, Gigantosaurus, get over here," something like that. But then Keanu is just like, he says it as if it is his name. So he's like, "Come over here, Gigantosaurus."
So good.
And then other characters call him that. It's like, he has a name.
Oh.
Like, you have a name, Gigantosaurus. Do I?
God.
But also, there's a few moments like when they jump the gap in the freeway.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, I mean, how does
I wouldn't
like
call it realistic.
literally how does this work?
I'm just gonna, let you know.
Like, did she pull up on the wheel? Because he has that
it's
line.
like Mario Kart. She had to
Oh, yeah.
shake the.
Yeah, she shook the controller. Well, yeah, because Keanu has that line right after where he's like, "Oh yeah, you should have been a pilot." It's like that's not how driving a bus works. So that didn't ruin the movie for me. I just thought it was really funny.
But also, that movie comes out in that sweet spot where it's, as weird as this is to say, it's kind of the best decade that movie could have been made in, where you have in that there's like so little CGI in it. It's just models and real stunts and real locations and driving, and most of it looks fantastic.
Words like that have power here.
If that movie was made 10 years later, it's like, we'll just CGI a lot of the cars in the background. Like, fuck it. Like, that's not...
Helps that it's directed by a cinematographer, too, because it's really well shot, and it's a very pretty looking movie.
Probably his best movie.
Jan de Bont, yeah.
Because he would get on the CGI hype train after it.
It's better than Twister. It's
It is better than Twister, but Twister is still good.
I assume it's better than The Haunting. I've never seen The Haunting,
God,
though.
we'll cover it at some point.
I can't wait to see Noah's reaction to that.
That movie's so bad. And then this is probably...
Whoa.
Yeah, and he also directed Speed 2. I always forget that.
That's right. I think we talked about that last night. And of course, he was the cinematographer on Die Hard, so the connection between those run deep, you know.
And then
this is not a fight anyone else can win for you.
Yeah.
I'm really not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to covering that movie. Is that on your wheel for original remake?
I don't remember.
I was glad to have
You know, we've talked about it.
He knew the terrain, such as it was.
Robert, you just looked at the damn list 2 days ago.
After so many years in this place.
That was like 72 hours ago.
You could cover just the original movie and then all of The Haunting of Hill House instead.
No, we have to do the 90s one.
Oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Whoa! It's like Inception. This is awesome.
Kennedy!
But,
help!
But like, there's also really good scenes though, like when Jeff Daniels' character dies, like it's genuinely sad. It's like, oh, like he's great.
Noah cheered. It was very strange.
No, John, you're the one that doesn't like Jeff Daniels in that movie.
That's not true.
Oh.
You were like, I don't think he's cast well.
Yeah, like this is a really weird prequel to Dumb and Dumber, but like, I'll give it.
That's how he got dumb. No, and because there's that moment at the beginning where Dennis Hopper takes him hostage for a bit, and I kind of thought he was gonna die in that scene.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that he would die later.
He would die again tomorrow forever.
Another day.
You only live once. Jeff Daniels.
Yeah.
I would have to make my way through.
But funnily enough, the first thing I see Jeff Daniels in, I'm pretty sure, is Dumb and Dumber.
Yes, probably for me too.
So I kind of assumed he was just a comedic actor, and then I learned about more of the stuff he's been in, and I'm like, oh no, wait, Dumb and Dumber is the anomaly. Yeah.
He's in the Christopher Reeve documentary. Have you watched that yet?
I haven't yet.
Yeah, he's one of the celebrities interviewed because he was a theater guy and knew Christopher Reeve back then. Like they did some plays together. He was also have you? This is a show you'd probably like, Noah. Have you ever watched The Newsroom?
My mom is a big fan, but I haven't seen it.
Okay. I'm curious about it.
I've only seen the like iconic scene from
Oh
like
yeah,
I think the
and
first
I know what
episode.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
The first time I ever see Jeff Daniels in something is the 101 Dalmatians.
Oh yeah, okay, that's probably. I always forget he's in that. So yeah, I would have seen that before Dumb and Dumber.
Rock.
I loved that remake as a kid.
It's pretty good. It's one of the Disney remake anomalies because they did like 2 of those in the 90s. And then that one got a
Do you
sequel.
guys remember 102 Dalmatians?
I remember the trailer.
I went to see
remember
that
if I watched
in theaters.
Is that the one where it's raining dogs? In the trailer.
Hallelujah. Yeah, that sounds right. One of them had the "Cool Let the Dogs Out" song.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Because it was the late 90s or early 2000s. And it was a movie about dogs.
Also, one thing that remake did smart, I'm gonna say smart, is by not having the dogs talk, it does give it a very different feel from the original movie. And it's just like, it's just cute puppies in blend clothes, hamming it up. Like, it's fine.
It's better than Cruella.
I was gonna say, how does it stack up to Cruella?
And I heard that movie's pretty good when it's just doing its own thing, and then sucks when it has to be a Cruella movie.
It's
but
probably Emma Stone's best movie.
It's up there. But also, if they just actually remade 101 Dalmatians now, it would just be CGI monstrosities.
Talking dogs, yeah.
Yeah. It would, but it would be worth it if it was like the Harrison Ford Call of the Wild movie, where we had like 101 actors on set doing motion capture for every single puppy.
All the human actors are interacting with them like dogs and petting them. There's that bizarre footage of Harrison Ford like petting a guy in a mocap suit. Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess that's one they won't even bother remaking again anymore, is 101 Dalmatians. Because they did Cruella. No, they can do a sequel.
And again, not like a bad idea conceptually, like that is the iconic character from that movie, so just making her the main character isn't a bad idea. I just don't need it to be an origin story.
But she's kind of an irredeemable asshole. Like, she tries to kill puppies.
Rob, no, we have to give her a sympathetic backstory.
She kills puppies, or attempts to kill
Shut
puppies.
up! She needs a backstory that makes you feel bad for her.
Friggin' Disney.
I'm still salty about that Maleficent movie, because I think that could have worked. It just didn't.
That movie's boring as hell.
Yeah. But just let her be a villain. Just tell the story from her point of view, but let her be a villain.
No. No. Disney can't do that because, you know, it'd be morally gray.
Morally wrong to have a antagonistic protagonist.
Exactly. They're not capable of doing that type of storytelling.
That is correct.
Barrels. Barrel.
Barrel go boom.
Oh yeah, before I got back on, I saw the... Have you guys seen the clip from Snow White where the queen drinks the potion that turns her into the hag?
Oh no, I didn't know they put that out.
It was leaked. I think someone recorded it, and it's just her drinking the potion, and there's like 10 different cuts. It's like that scene in Tippecanoe 3 when Liam Neeson jumps the fence. There's like 7 different angles. It's so good.
And I don't know what happened. Well, I guess I have some ideas, but now everyone just hates Calcutta. And she has been destroyed for this movie.
So I think part of it also might be like her, real life opinions on things,
Probably.
but I don't. So I've always liked her fine as Wonder Woman. I don't have the
I do
thing
too.
that Austin does, where he thinks that she's always giving a bad performance.
Even in BVS, I think she's totally fine. Like,
yeah, there's always just been like a few line deliveries that I've like made fun of before, but it's like I don't hate her as an actor overall.
Yeah, same.
From what I've seen of Snow White, it seems like this might be her worst performance.
Well, it sounds like she goes big and campy, which is what you want for a Disney villain, but that she just doesn't have the acting chops to pull that off.
Yeah, I guess not.
What people expected. It's a live-action remake of Snow White.
We've had so many
sure.
of these.
I mean, I said that earlier. Like, you should expect these to suck.
I've been seeing that too, is where
since
people
the beginning.
all of a sudden have just decided that she's like the worst actress.
Yeah, and I've never had that.
Like, I don't think she's a great actress, but she can base somebody's entire performance off of her. Especially a live-action Disney.
Yeah. It's just because you don't have enough champagne to fill the Nile.
That was where Tommy was out. Good idea, Lisa.
That's me.
Secret tunnel.
Here you go. Keep the change. Hi, doggy.
Whoa.
Sprinting in the wheel, never getting anywhere. His life in miniature. It was useless.
EV evangelists just get weirder and weirder.
Getting more experimental.
Oh, now what?
The room tried spinning. That's a neat trick.
I like that Alan isn't scared or anything at this point. He's just annoyed with everything that's going on.
I mean, to be fair, he's had a week from hell. I would also be annoyed. Let me go up the stairs.
Done with this shit. You gotta wait until the room shifts. Right, now go. There you go.
Whoa.
A. K. E. Arrow.
Honestly, I think I would have liked to have seen more of this surrealism in the main game.
This feels like something that was. This feels like a set piece that was probably intended to be in the main game, right? And then they just didn't have time.
Yeah,
This is
and
awesome.
we're at least, changing things up rather than just having the same group people in the woods,
I have to find the bat signal to hit the scarecrow.
I do wish the camera would back off a little from Alan.
Back up, Jack. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, but this is totally, giving Arkham Scarecrow level vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh boy.
I jumped too early. I
Should
thought you
have
were
used middle stick to dodge.
I thought you were gonna say this is giving you Twin Peaks vibes, and I was like, oh man, I really hope there's an episode like this in Twin Peaks.
I mean, it's not exactly this kind of surreal, but you know.
Yeah.
There was no way that this game could capture a Lynchian feel in the same way that Twin Peaks, you know, has.
Yeah, you'd probably need like a Telltale type game for that. You know,
and I mean,
something
it's
more point and click.
I mean, even the attempts, I think, would just be pointless because you can't out Lynch. Like everyone would just see that as an imitation of it, like an attempt at doing Lynch. Is that the way it came? Oh no, never mind.
In hindsight, I do wish Lynch had attempted to expand the franchise and wrote a video game. I just want to know what that looks like and how he sells it.
I would play the shit out of a Twin Peaks video game.
So it's like Pac-Man.
It's like Pong. You play, instead of a ball, you're playing with a donut. Get real.
Stop unaliving yourself.
I can't see what's happening.
I can't see.
Now I wish they did that, the official Twin Peaks video game, and it's just Pong.
But like, it's got the red room in the background with the little person like dancing. Now, John, when you jump down, you want to do your David Lynch impression and say bonsai. Or not?
No.
The official Twin Peaks game is just a reskin of the ET game.
Instead of ET.
That's probably the only thing more esoteric than anything Lynch has ever made.
ET is just replaced with Agent Cooper, and you're like going through the red room trying to escape. Actually, not even that. It would just be as similar to the ET game as possible.
Next stop, Sanity.
You're doing well. Keep going.
It's hard to make sense of this place.
It's a dream. This is a vast place, home to forces and beings that are completely alien.
This isn't a dream. It's a nightmare.
Yes. I don't know what happened to it after your final encounter.
Is there any way out of here?
Sometimes transmissions can be sent between worlds. You've done this yourself.
Kiefer Sutherland?
But to actually leave the dark place, I haven't found a way.
I mean, they do I don't know if that's who that is, but they do like using like big Hollywood actors in there.
Stucky's
It's probably not. He's just started to sound more like Kiefer Sutherland.
Obviously, I wasn't the one in the driver's seat.
Another memory
Best be an episode of 24.
would never make it. The insanity he was facing was already a part of him, in him. His own doing. He couldn't possibly win. He didn't even want to.
Pearl's father from X is on the TV. It's like, whoa. Divine intervention.
Oh my god,
At least the
if
lighthouse
the
is much closer now.
if the finale of this game is just the third act of Maxine, that'd be amazing. They really gotta do something about this tree. John. You realize you can take fall damage.
What kind of platformer has fall damage?
This ain't a platformer. What's a platforming game without platformers?
Alan jumps off and he glides like Bubsy.
There was no power to the log lift.
Yeah, look at the state of this place.
You might want to consult the log lady to help you with the log lift. Oh, wire. Hopper.
Yeah. Yeah. Really
Oh, he's
tough.
so weak.
Yeah, I mean, look how long he can sprint without having to stop.
Look at how he's holding that gun.
That's really bothering you, isn't it?
It is.
You can tell this guy is just a writer.
M-O-O-N, that spells writer.
M-O-O-N, that spells Robert. His favorite character in The Stand.
I mean, he's better than Justin. Which is just objectively correct.
Well, yeah, one's played by Patrick Starr, the other isn't. So.
Ellen, are you excited to watch Turbo, a Power Rangers movie?
No. I never agreed to that, by the way.
It's too late. You already agreed.
It's that.
I only
it's that or
agreed
Speed
to.
2.
I only agreed to the first movie, and also, yeah, I'd rather watch Speed 2.
No, we gotta watch all of them.
I like that.
Yeah, all the speeds.
I only
All the
agreed to
Power
the first
Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Which is why I'm talking to you. If that part can regain control, then you have a chance of making it. But a part of you wants to give in. There's comfort in the oblivion of dreams. You represent the part that isn't ready to quit and die.
Wait, are you telling me I'm not real?
You're as real as anything else in this place.
So there are two of me?
Yes.
And the one you called Mr. Scratch, he's me as well?
No.
Zane, are you playing some kind of game with me?
I am not the author of your story.
Doesn't sound like
How can you say that
a
when
weird
you wrote
setup
that
to a
page about
porno.
me in the clicker? It wasn't one of my
Wait,
pages.
how?
You directed me to it. You had Weaver guard it.
Yes, she was.
You've watched some strange porn, my friend.
What? I don't understand.
Alan, you should keep going.
Alan.
Zane? Zane, come
Alan.
on.
What? I cleared things up.
You want me to fuck you?
Full service, just like Susan.
Now that's a good monologue.
It's two people talking.
What? Yeah, like that scene in Midnight Mass with two people talking. It's a monologue.
Anthony.
I don't know.
No one will know. Get your clothes off.
We know too much dialogue from that.
I've memorized it, basically.
Such a good
What the hell
monologue.
are you talking about?
We're talking about. It's this little indie film called Two Brothers.
You should react to it.
It's kind of
Little
obscure.
library. It's a little psychological thriller.
It's an
I
art
feel like
film.
you're joking with me, but I
disturbing.
can't off the top of my head think of what that movie is.
It's called. Oh wait, hold on. I don't think it's called Two Brothers. I think that's the Rick and Morty joke.
Two brothers.
No, we're talking about gay brothers.
Oh, right, yeah. Of course. Because they're brothers, and that's weird.
That's the weird part.
That's the weird part. So they have a
John.
poster of Crash in the
Do they? I don't know. John, we'll show you after.
Oh, God.
He's gonna hate us.
A moment. I can help you here.
I think we showed it to Austin.
Well, yeah.
Like the censored.
Yeah.
You're not watching porn.
Okay.
How the hell are you doing that?
It's not the actual full porn.
The fact that you want to show me any kind of porn is really weird.
No, it's funny, I swear.
I'm scared.
Dude, this is a really strange situation. Anyway, Alan Wake.
Oh God.
It's like
Don't go
learning to
close to
control
the
your
tree.
dreams. There's a connection.
You were in my dream.
Yes. I taught you. You fixed the foolish mistake I made with Barbara.
Barbara. No,
Barbara. I just saw it. That is a Crash poster. Why does that movie keep coming up?
No.
Wait, did we talk about that in a recent stream?
We did, yeah. I don't remember if we were talking about like Oscar movies or something, but yeah, I think that
I think
one
we
was
were. That's an infamous one.
It's one of the worst examples of like, did you know racism and sexism is bad actually? And it's a very simplified.
The message of that movie. It's that Penguins in Madagascar video where he's like, "We did it. We stopped racism."
Meanwhile, with the birds.
Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
And what's the word, Noah?
Well, you see, everybody's heard about the bird. A bird is a word. Bird.
Ran for the light. It was pointless. He would never reach it. His life would be snuffed out just as easily as the very thing he thought would save him.
He's got to get to the lighthouse.
Even with the light gone,
Before Robert Pattinson kills Willem Dafoe.
Before Robert
Not
Pattinson
pay
gets
me
to the
money
top of the
to walk
lighthouse
across
for...
these things.
Oh god, that'd shit my pants.
God.
But now you have to run across them.
Since we're being so frank here, Alan, and let me just reiterate how happy I am that you've had this breakthrough, I would like to summarize your condition.
By all means.
And please, just let me know if you think I'm being unfair.
All right.
Well, let's start with the obvious. The car crash. Untreated head trauma. All due respect to Doc Nelson, but he's hardly...
Gretchen's husband in Breaking Bad?
That the injury has affected you more than
No, he doesn't have the big ears.
You're right. That's what he's missing.
Substance abuse, which, combined with your chronic insomnia, has resulted in hallucinations and extremely poor
Alan's
impulse
pissed
control.
because
That's a dangerous
he
combination.
didn't partner with them. And instead, he had to be a chemistry teacher.
Far more than you.
I know. I know she has.
I don't think
No, he's too proud to accept their help.
you are existing in a state of all-encompassing denial. Your vivid fantasy casts you as a heroic victim and allows you to skirt responsibility for your own actions. It allows you to solve your imaginary problems and dismiss the things that truly trouble you. In your self-serving
This guy's
delusion,
spitting
your
facts.
personal problems are assets that allow you to save Alice, perhaps even the world.
Or is this the guy at the end of the Matrix 2?
Spot on.
No, he hasn't said ergo yet.
Well, I'm sure I'm stating the obvious. I don't want to labor the point, but, well,
No. I understand. It's important that I face it.
Precisely, Alan. You've put so much effort and imagination into this self-deception, but what good has it really done for you? You refused my offer of help, and here you are. Did being so obdurate really get you to a better place?
No.
No. And did it really help Alice? Was this really the best thing for your wife?
Probably not.
Probably not. Why don't
Kill
we
him.
find out? You know, I've been talking
Shoot him.
with her. There's something she
Shoot him.
here.
Oh, hey. That sounds like fun.
Don't play that tape recorder. You're gonna resurrect the Kandarian demons.
The Necronomicon next month.
I hate you for leaving me in the dark with that insane monster bitch! All you had to do was act like a loving human being for once in your
Hey, no need to get personal.
If your dramatic exit hadn't been more important than making sure I was alright, she would never have taken me. I don't know where you went, but that's okay. I don't want to know. I don't think I'll ever be alright. The only thing that keeps me from killing myself is the hope that I'll never see you again.
Jesus Christ.
Ouch.
I just
Start
can't
singing
argue
You
with
Oughta
that.
Know.
I think I should stay here before I ruin what life she has left.
I think this is a breakthrough, Alan. I'm really very...
That's not your cue to start singing it, Robert.
They have a lot of TVs in this town.
Everybody's
It
addicted
was
to television
nonsense.
here.
I knew I'd saved her. I'd succeeded in that, and that was all that mattered. What I heard in there wasn't the truth. It was just another
What are these
toxic
lamps
mirage.
plugged into?
It cut deep, but that made me all the more determined to force myself
Well,
to
there's
snap
outlets
out of
in
it.
these
I
caves.
didn't want to be that guy anymore. I had to make
Go
myself
up.
separate.
Just put one foot in front. Oh, fuck.
You
Wait.
gotta be fucking kidding me.
Are you
Oh my
serious?
God.
Oh my god. Why did they do that?
Oh, come on.
You didn't have to do that to you. Alright, John, don't fall.
Oh God, it's never gonna end.
It just keeps going and going.
Okay, so you
Since we're being so frank here, Alan, and let me just reiterate
Well, it's not a
how
cutscene.
happy I am that you've had this breakthrough. I would like to summarize your conditions.
So we have to listen to all this again.
And please just let me know
Ergo.
if being unfair.
Ergo, you are crazy.
The car crash. Untreated head trauma. All due respect to Doc Nelson, but he's hardly a neurosurgeon.
There's also not enough TVs behind him, so he can't be the architect.
Yeah, I have had bad headaches.
Then there's your history of substance abuse, which, combined with your chronic insomnia, has resulted in hallucinations and extremely poor impulse control.
Respect the balance of the
A
substance.
combination, one which your wife has unfortunately had to suffer from far more
I don't know, I think if Alan took the substance,
I know she has.
it would be
I don't think
There'd be a
I'm
lot
exaggerating
more
when I say that you are
baggage to deal with here.
all-encompassing denial. Your vivid fantasy casts you as a heroic victim and allows you to skirt responsibility for your own actions. It allows you to solve your imaginary problems and dismiss the things that truly.
What would happen if the
In your
thing took the
self-serving
substance?
delusions, your personal problems are assets that allow you to
We'd all die.
perhaps even the world.
Dr. Hartman,
Nothing could stop it.
that's spot on.
We're
I can't argue with any of that.
Well,
We're
I'm sure
all
I'm stating
dead.
the obvious. I don't want to labor the point, but well,
You're talking about John Carpenter's The Thing, right?
Yes.
I was gonna
But
say,
also,
what if
the
Ben
Fantastic
Grimm?
Four thing took the substance?
What if Ben Grimm took the substance? Well, I guess it would be the not rock version.
Oh, okay.
Although, how would he be able to inject it into himself? If... I'm thinking about this too hard.
Yeah. He just falls apart, just doesn't work. No!
Ah, crap. I can never be normal again.
Oh.
Oh, hey, that sounds like fun.
Ergo, we have to watch all of this again.
All I ever wanted was to help you, Alan. I ate all the shit you handed out and tried to understand your pathetic, wealthy white male drama until my life consisted.
Hey, no need to bring race into this.
I hate you for your childish temper and the arrogance and self-indulgent pride that undermine all efforts to drag you out of the hole you've insisted on digging for yourself. I hate you for leaving me in the dark with that insane monster bitch! All you had to do was act like a loving human being for once in your life and stay
Oh my god.
Your dramatic exit hadn't been more important than making sure I was alright. She would never have taken me. I don't know where you went, but that's okay. I don't want to know. I don't think I'll ever be alright. The only thing that keeps me from killing myself is the hope that I'll never see you again.
Ouch. I just can't argue with that. I think I should stay here before I ruin what life she has left.
I think this is a breakthrough, Alan. I'm really very proud of you.
Don't fall for it, bro.
Thank you, Brett Spiner. And don't fall again, Alan.
It was nonsense. I knew I'd saved her. I'd succeeded in that.
The first thing to do when you're falling is acknowledge that you are falling.
With style.
Gravity is a cruel mistress.
What you doing there? I don't think you can go out that window.
The window?
The window.
Are we done yet?
Robert was really sick of this game.
It cut deep, but that made me all the more determined to force myself to snap out of it. I didn't want to be that guy anymore. I had to make myself see the light.
Look into the light. Whoa.
But I do think, though, this is a big step up from the first DLC. This one is way more interesting. Oh, we got it.
Oh, I got so scared for a second. It's like, no.
Yes, this so far is way better than the first DLC.
Was there a big gap in time between them?
No idea. I didn't have access to DLC when this game was coming out, so I just played the base. This is my first time playing both of these DLCs.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, blimey.
still a little further to go. You must take full control of your own mind. Reject all of the fantasies you have constructed.
Yeah, well, I think I can do that. A lot of the stuff I've seen here is personal and ugly as hell. I'll admit it hurts, but it's not fooling me. I know it's fake.
Good. You are aware. The part of you bent on self-destruction is not. But you must be careful. Just because you know the lies for what they are, that doesn't make the danger any less real.
I'll make it. I don't have any choice.
Here. I cannot come any further, but this will help you on your way.
Thanks, I guess.
That's good.
Piece of paper.
What do you expect me to do with this?
Something, Alan.
Wipe my
I know
ass.
how your mind works. You screw up, then you start analyzing it.
Cover
and
rock.
Before you know it, you start writing all these horror stories in
I
your head.
don't know.
Don't you?
Nah.
I don't know.
Yes, you
I'm running out of material.
I know how it goes.
Run on empty.
I hate you and I'll never forgive you for whatever it was that you did.
Y'all, we're almost done.
See? I know.
Are we?
But Alan,
Yes.
it is.
The little voice even said you're almost at the end.
I don't believe it. Does little voice have a job? Does it vote?
Those are highly personal questions. Holy Jesus.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? That's a good monologue.
You want a good monologues in that movie.
Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, most of it from that guy.
I mean, that's why it's the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what else is a good monologue?
What?
Everything Art the Clown does in the Terrifier movies. That's a good
that long scene of him ripping that woman apart in the second movie.
Yeah,
was
that's
a
a
good
monologue.
That was your favorite part of the second movie.
It was just, it was really, it was eloquently
words with
written.
actions.
Yeah. It was really, like, I mean, so eloquently written.
John, if there was a novelization of that movie, I want to know how that scene's written.
I think there is.
3? Oh god, maybe. It's like 3
No,
chapters long just for that scene.
Double check, but there is either one coming out or there isn't.
Art did this, and then he did this, and then he did this, and this is fucked up, right?
Like, the idea that the writer just asks you that in the book. Hey, this is pretty fucked up, right? Did you watch this movie? I had to adapt it.
I mean, I have read books with a silent serial killer. I've read Jason novelizations.
Heavy breathing.
So one thing I didn't get to mention our Friday the 13th review, and I might try to get my hands on it for when we do a commentary on it. But I also had the Freddy vs. Jason novelization as a kid.
Hell yeah. Do you remember any like major differences between that and the movie? Like any stuff?
The
that was
big
cut out?
one is it has the alternate ending where it's the two of them.
Interesting. Yeah. That was one of those, we shot like 3 different endings for this movie, now we just have to pick one.
No, the main thing that was fun about that was just like, yeah, you know, it really hammers in the Freddy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing when he wakes Jason up.
But I wasn't sure what was going to happen now.
And Jason doesn't understand what the fuck Freddy is, he just wants him to die.
Zane had left me. I wasn't
He's
sure what the
just
dark
not that
presence
into
had done
you.
to him if he could
Tracks for
have
both of those
From now on,
characters.
I was on my own. Still, he had gotten me this
One
far.
is a kid
I would
from New
never worry about
Jersey,
myself.
and the other
This thing
is an
was
old
going to
guy.
end.
One died by fire, one by water. How can we use that?
We use it. Only together, through wacky shenanigans, can they put aside their differences.
Do you
It's
think Robert
Freddy
Egg-
and Jason.
Do you think Robert Eggers was a big fan of this DLC and that's why he made the lighthouse?
Yes.
Well, Robert Eggers didn't know what a lighthouse was until he played this game. Whoa.
Well, fuck.
I was surprised by the change of scenery, but not much. I was starting to understand the symbolism, the way the dark place flowed.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
What, did you make it?
Would you want a cookie?
I see now. I'm an earthbender.
Feeling kind of depressed here. What? So Zane's your new buddy now. I feel abandoned.
This is ridiculous. You're not even real.
That doesn't mean I don't have any feelings.
Don't talk bad about Billy Zane.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
You need to get all rational here. Abandon your fantasies, right?
Thomas Billy Zane.
Say this, pal, but I'm one.
Fine.
The Phantom Punisher.
Al, what I'm saying is the only way you're getting in that cabin is through me. It's one of those kill your darlings things.
Don't jump, Barry.
You're used to that.
It's not worth it.
You have so much to live for as a ghost in this guy's imagination.
Do a flip.
What does it say about
Do a flip.
yourself from getting?
Oh boy.
Here we go!
Well, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Shoot him now, shoot him now.
Take the shots.
Great that you first make yourself an imaginary friend, and then you can't even get along with that guy. Evil skills, Al! You're a master!
Hey, no need to get personal.
That murderous work of yours, Alan! You're a modern master of crime fiction.
All right, you alien assholes. Up yours.
It's so fast. Ah, the birds are back.
They always come back.
They always come back.
I have several lawyers on speed dial just because I know you're in trouble again. You know what kind of Hey, when you throw a hissy fit, your ego couldn't take it, and because of that, you
Not been killed a dozen times over?
It's some kind of monster house.
It's owned by Steve Buscemi. We do a Monster House commentary sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally not. You have to literally pay your first to hang out because
I didn't know for a long time that was also a motion capture movie.
Yeah.
Which is why they kind of have those weird movements. But unlike the Zemeckis movies, it holds up better because it has a more cartoony.
The faces are
exaggerated style.
cartoony.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that and Tintin has also held up better because of that, because they went a little bit more stylized.
And Tintin, I still need to see. I missed it.
Oh, I love Tintin.
I've heard it's great.
I'm really upset that there's probably never going to be a sequel.
Yeah. Still talking about it.
Peter Jackson had to go and get busy with a Hobbit trilogy.
That's a lot of time to be getting busy without it.
Yeah. Poor phrasing on my part, but yeah, because the initial plan with that is that that series was going to be produced by Spielberg and Jackson, and then they would alternate directing each movie.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, so Spielberg directed the first one. Jackson was supposed to direct the second one.
He just doesn't make movies.
Yeah.
I'm working on a Tintin documentary. It's fine.
We're gonna AI upscale all of the Tintin.
Oh.
Wait.
Quiet. Too quiet. Whoa.
I went inside the
Aspect
monster
ratio.
house. It's another movie with Kevin James, by the way.
Where am I? I can't find my way. Why is this happening to me? I can't find my way. It's too dark. Why is this happening to me?
Oh shit.
Just like that, my mind was clear. Zane had been right. I could think clearly again. But I couldn't survive in this place the way he had, and I might not make it back a second time. Leaving this place would be hard. Maybe impossible. It wouldn't take much for my thoughts to stray again. It was too easy to get lost in the dark place. Before, I was ready to curl up and die. Let myself slip away. But here I was. The yet unwritten future waiting to unfold before me. A sequel to Departure. My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer.
My name is Alan Wake, and you have failed this city.
Tune in next time to see what happens.
Ooh. Alan Wake 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Coming 12 years later. Something like that.
The end.
When you think about it, that is basically all we had until 2.
What the fuck's happening?
Whoa.
So we're gonna start Alan Wake 2 right now, right?
Oh, brother, would you look at the time? The Discord stream is freaking out right now.
Yeah, it waited. At least it waited till the end to get fucked.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we're about to wrap up.
We're gonna start Alan Wake 2 right now.
I think cutting out.
John, you're going through a tunnel.
Service.
You're full of shit. Anyway. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We appreciate it. That has been our Alan Wake stream. Noah, because this was kind of your request, you wanted to go through these. through this. What did you
Yeah.
think overall?
Overall, it's really interesting, and I like the story so far. I have to say though, I think the DLC kind of delved into more of the like surrealist stuff that I thought the initial game was gonna be, but um, so far so good, and I'm interested to see the sequel kind of expand more on that kind of stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
we will be back this Thursday. We should be able to finish up Doom. Robert, if we finish that up, we're going to be on a roll. 2 games in 1 week.
Hell yeah.
We got it.
Noah, as always, it's been a pleasure to have you on the stream. Are you going to join us this Friday for some episodes of The Last of Us?
I won't be able to.
Ya bastard.
Sorry.
It's
I know.
fine.
I'm fired. I get it.
I was like, I'm not watching that show. I don't care how many different ways you try.
I'm running away.
Uh,
I'll watch it eventually.
I don't.
Eventually.